So yeah, I saw this thing on Instagram earlier. It was saying if you're at your girl's yard, and her dad tells you to go iron his trousers, are you doing it?
Wait, what?
Her dad tells you to go iron his trousers. Are you ironing his trousers? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, your babes' house.
Yeah, you're your babe's house, and her dad has looked at you and said, "Yo, I need to go to work. Help me iron my trousers."
No, I ain't doing that, bro.
You know, didn't it?
Nah,
You did it.
Is he crazy?
No, the fact that he's come to ask me in itself is
It's
mental.
mad. As in, he's in his boxers, holding the trousers like that.
It's I own my trouser now.
That's
So you know, didn't it? You have to think it's an African uncle as well. And you telling him no, he's probably looking at you thinking,
no. I'll take it and just take it to his daughter.
that's what everybody will say. Yeah, go iron your dad's
What
trousers.
the
man.
fuck
What
is
you
this nigga
coming
come to me
for?
I'll pay rent here.
Nah, I wouldn't do that, bro.
You're not ironing his trousers.
Why is he asking me in the first place?
Trust me, the fact that he has the bravery to ask me in the first
You know,
place.
because
saying
what
like
country are
this.
you from?
I'm from what? Ugandan, Tanzanian, and Rwanda.
Okay, so like a lot of African, like, you know, uncles and,
Yeah.
and stuff like that, they see you and they think, you're
Yeah.
dating my daughter, you better fucking iron my trousers. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
impossible.
I'm different.
It's
I'm
not that
alright,
deep.
man.
It's actually not that deep.
Alright.
It's never ever that deep.
Impossible.
It's not happening. It's not
At
happening.
all.
Wait, do you say Tanzania?
Yeah.
It was what, Independence yesterday?
Yeah.
Boom,
My
boom, boom.
father's half Tanzanian. Yeah.
Big shout out.
Look
Aye,
at you
yo.
knowing, look at you knowing all these things.
I'm going Tanzania. When we travel,
We're going
you're going
Tanzania.
Tanzania.
Hey,
Come
listen,
with
the
me still.
TL,
There
the
was
TL
so
was-
much talent on the
Bro,
TL.
the TL was
That's the
flooded.
only reason he knows, you see.
Oh my.
The
Them
TL.
East African babes.
Aye.
Big up East Africa, man.
Come on.
East
man.
African
Aye.
babes.
Come
they're
on.
different.
No, I'll be real,
Yeah.
yeah. They were coming out the woodwork and I was thinking, wait, hold on.
Hold
What?
on. Yeah, the proper thing still.
What's going on now?
Yeah.
East Africans are doing a lot, man.
The flag, the face, I love all of it, man.
I love it.
Sign me up.
Trust me, dog.
But yeah,
But yeah, welcome to Nothing New Podcast, episode 20, 30.
it's funny.
What episode are we on?
It's funny.
30.
Look at your head,
We
man.
made the 30.
You
Gang
fool.
shit.
Okay, go on.
That's why you're wearing a suit.
That's
I
what
put
that's
that-
what that's what that's what we're in the seat. That's what we're in the seat. That's what we're in the seat. We made it to 30. You're not lying. 30, you know. Yeah. Anyway, episode 30. Welcome. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. Anywhere else you're listening, do whatever they do on that platform. Today we are joined by a special guest. Special guest. We need more people like him. It is Blackman Da Traveller.
I appreciate it.
Boom, boom, boom.
What's going on?
Nothing much, man. We're just gonna let you introduce yourself to the people, you know, who might be unfamiliar
Yeah.
with what you do and that.
Thank you. Yeah, so basically, guys, it's Blackman Da Traveller. I'm an up-and-coming travel blogger from East London, born and raised in Newham. I'm pretty sure everyone knows about Newham because obviously all this little negative stuff that we're receiving. And yeah, man, I started YouTube literally this year, January.
January.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But when you watch my stuff, it's more like it's raw content.
Yeah.
So it's like it's crazy stuff. Hitchhiking, visiting slums in different countries, homestays, food reviews. Yeah.
I seen one of your videos. You ate a snake.
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
So boom, I'm watching this video. This is like in the evening and that's in the morning, right? So they've got the snake out. They've taken its heart out, right?
Yeah.
And they put it in like a little shot. Was that vinegar they poured inside?
No, that was a shot of tequila, I think.
Yeah, so
tequila, vodka, I can't remember.
Man, eating snake
So
with tequila.
They've poured out the snake heart. They put it in like a little shot glass. Put some tequila inside, and you just back it, and then.
Yeah.
The rest of the snake comes like fried
That's
or
right,
grilled
that's
and everything.
right.
And I was just thinking to myself, the snake I can eat, but the heart, you lot are playing. And then
The
I
snake
think,
you can eat.
yeah, I'll try it.
Yeah, you want to try it?
No.
Tastes like chicken, I'll be
You're
honest
too
with you.
close, man. Everything tastes like chicken,
I
apparently.
swear,
Yeah.
no, it does. It tastes like
Really?
chicken.
Yeah, see, the snake I can try it. The heart, allow me. And then I think like they drained the blood into a cup.
Yeah, correct.
And they put it, like they gave it, was that for you to drink?
So what happened is basically, I had this little concept because I've got two ways of making YouTube. I can either follow everyone or I can do raw content. So I thought I'm gonna do raw content. The reason why I chose raw content because there is no, let's just say a person of colour from the inner streets of London that does travel blogs but in a raw type of way.
Yeah.
So I've been following this YouTuber called Howard Boulder, some up and coming YouTuber from Norway, and he went to Vietnam, and then especially in Southeast Asia, the food delicacies are not. They're not like common to us, if that makes sense. So they eat stuff like bats, rats, and snakes and all that type of stuff. Dogs, it's weird.
Stop it.
Well, I didn't. No. But like the only weird thing that I tried out there was obviously with snake.
Okay.
So I went to this famous restaurant in Vietnam, and snake is a very common food delicacy, especially in Vietnam. So I went to this restaurant. The language barrier was hard. People couldn't understand what I was doing.
Yeah, it must be tough.
Yeah, I went on Google Translate. Then literally when I went in the restaurant, they took me to the back. Then in behind the restaurant, there's like mini doors and there's individual different type of snakes inside it.
I think I've seen that on another YouTube show.
Yeah.
I've seen them in another YouTube
So it
show
was
in Vietnam as well,
crazy.
yeah.
Like literally, there was pythons, there was cobras, yellow bellies, everything, like everything.
Which one did you eat?
I got a yellow belly because when I was in Australia, I lived in Australia for 2 years, and I was picking watermelons in the desert, and I remember I saw like yellow belly snakes. So yeah,
For right, you look
Yeah.
tasty, Reed, bro. You're
Help that grudge.
you're a bit dangerous. I'm gonna leave you.
yeah, I'm weird. So yeah, so I tried it out, and then what happened is at the end of the video, they gave me the snake, but in different type of like cuisines. So one was deep fried. One was like a snake spring roll, and the other one, boy, I didn't even try it. It looked a bit weird. Yeah, I didn't try that one. And then the blood that they gave me, like, they were kind of being so consistent. They were forcing me to drink it, but I'm not gonna drink an animal's blood.
That's weird.
So I said no. But literally, when I tried the heart, it was moving in a glass. I don't know if you see it. So the heart was still moving.
Guys like,
Yeah, I
and
zoomed
then the
in.
camera focused, and I see
Yeah,
it
yeah.
pumping. I said, bro,
Yeah.
you're gonna drink this.
So when I backed it, it literally was moving inside my throat.
Because a lot of the things that they say in
Yeah.
those countries, like when you
Yeah.
eat stuff like snakes,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
helps your manhood.
Apparently it does, but I didn't eat it for that. I just.
Oh,
I just
word.
tried it
Question
for-
Oh,
is,
what?
like, did it do the job? Or
I don't know because my partner wasn't there. So.
black men don't cheat even when they are traveling.
You get it? Come on.
So
Yeah.
that's interesting though. That's
Yeah,
mad.
yeah.
Because this is what I've been trying to. Like, this is what I've been trying to tell these guys.
Yeah.
He's a bit more, like, open to it, but
Yeah.
him over there, he ain't open to it. Like, he's
The
closed.
doors are
Like,
closed on that one.
closed-minded.
Vanilla.
Like, with the YouTube show that I was telling you about, like, I want to go, like, to different countries and eat different things.
Yeah.
And I think last year, we went to go, this year, we went to go eat dim sum. You should have seen
Okay.
this guy's face just from eating ordinary
Dim sum.
dim
That's
sum.
that. What's that? Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man was eating dim sum, you should have seen his face.
Nah, but
Imagine eating snake
Was
heart.
it good? Was it good? The dim sum.
you know what it is, yeah?
Mm.
You know you're in trouble, yeah? I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but you know you're in trouble as a man like me who's very straight down the line. When you go to a Chinese shop and you
Yeah.
see Chinese people sitting there eating the food, that's when you know you're in the mud because they're eating some things.
Yeah, that is
That
true.
beef
No,
ball
that's true,
was...
that's true.
That beef ball was disgusting. But
Oh,
everything else
bro.
was
Was it
nice.
beef?
Yeah.
Was it 100% beef?
Well, he ate it, we didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they got pork. This
Yeah,
thing.
he
I
got
don't
pork.
eat pork, so
Yeah.
I had to divert and get the beef. I thought the beef would pop off, and I already got chicken feet, so
Chicken feet.
yeah.
What was that?
No, the chicken feet was lit.
The
still.
chicken feet was
Oh
nice.
wow.
Man said that's it to me. Chicken feet. Man eating
Well,
snake
you're
and-
eating snake
Yeah,
heart.
but nah, but I'm
Snake and
eating,
dragons and that.
yeah, but I'm trying a food delicacy. Of course, chicken feet is definitely like a food
Yeah.
delicacy as well. But I just thought, let me just try that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so basically, that was my first video that I done in January this year. And then from there, literally, I just thought like I'm just gonna do hitchhiking. So I've done hitchhiking. I traveled from the north to the south of Vietnam, and I went to so many countries as well.
So what is hitchhiking like?
So basically, hitchhiking is you go in a random person's car. You can either have a backpack or you can just be suited and booted like my man over here, and then you could just stand in the middle of the main road in Catford.
Bro, like that's
Yeah.
like you're in Vietnam.
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
just getting into
Yeah,
strangers'
this,
cars.
see, this is before we go on to Vietnam. I was watching one of your videos,
Yeah.
and you're in a guy's house in Turkey. Well,
Yeah.
no, I think you've arrived. So, you're on the driveway, or where are you? You're like, is this the one where he's got the chickens?
Oh yeah.
So, he's like video start. You're introducing the thing, and then you've got the thing on the chickens, and then my man arrives and he makes a noise. I said, "That's it." I'm about to see a black man get mauled by the security dogs in Turkey. He's in a random man's crib.
Yeah.
And I'm watching him. He brings the chickens and he's making this noise and he's feeding the chickens and that. I was thinking, cool, alright, cool. He hasn't died yet. Cool, calm. And then he takes him down one kind of cellar thing to see that.
I was scared. Yeah.
Bro, I said, what's going on? Me, I would never in my whole entire existence. Some don just leading me down one dark cellar.
alley.
I said, yeah, that's it. It's done.
Yeah, I was. You know, it is. What happened is, I was in Turkey.
Yeah.
And I was in Cappadocia. So the only I call them tourist traps, innit? So tourist trap, for example, if you come to London, when people come to London, they'll go to like London Eye, you know what I mean, like Big Ben. That's tourist traps. I don't do that. But obviously, when I went to Cappadocia, I done like the hot air balloon, and I thought, you know what, right, that's done. Now let me just go to some random person's house. So I got lost. Yeah,
Imagine you're Turkish. You just wake up one more.
Right.
And there's one
This
black
one-
dog, he just knocking
One
on your
hard
door.
DR just
I
coming
beg
with a
one
camera in
open
your
up.
face, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, so what happened
Let me
is,
stay.
yeah. So basically, what happened is like I finished that, and then I got lost, and then I ended up in some random village. Bro, as soon as I was walking, I got a lot of attention. Even the police were stopping. They were asking me, "Are you okay? Are you lost? Like, where you from?" People were giving me like free drinks, free tea, hospitality in Turkey. Yeah, it's amazing. And what happened is I saw like this little village, and I saw like cows. I thought, fuck it, man, like guys.
They got cows.
I'm just gonna walk in. So I walked in. The cow was making a noise. It was giving me the sign like, "Don't come." And then literally, I'm walking in the middle of the farm, and then the guy can see me from a distance. But you know, in Turkey, they're allowed to have weapons.
That's
in
what I
it.
was thinking. Like, I
obviously,
thought, I'm
I'm
surprised
thinking,
you
yeah,
got so
like
close,
if this guy pulls out the gun, it's game over. But obviously, I've got my camera, so he's probably thinking this guy is definitely like a tourist.
Yeah.
So I walked in, the dog's barking off, language barrier, YouTuber, he couldn't understand, and then his guard went low.
Okay.
But yeah, that was
Sick.
that was a crazy experience. Yeah.
That's all sick.
Shout out to you.
What's it like traveling in these countries? Obviously, like you're a black man and you're going to certain places where we're not really like represented. Like there's not a lot of black people over there. So like, is it weird? Are you cautious? Is there certain things you won't do?
You know, it is. So basically, the main reason why I got into this is because it was I was going for a lot of, like, let's just say I was going for a lot of problems in my life. Yeah. From like 18 to whatever. I'm not going to talk about that, but I was going through certain issues, and I skipped death numerous amount of times. And then I met my partner when I was in 2014. So I went to Miami, met my partner, whatever. Then we just started going out, and then she changed my perspective of life. Then eventually I came back to the UK, but I was going through certain issues in my life as well. So I thought, wow, like how am I gonna change my lifestyle? Yeah. So I made my choice. I went to Australia. I went there for 2 years. So I left the UK in 2017, got to Australia in 2018, and I came back. I left Australia this year, January. So within those 2 years, I was just trying to, find my way in my life, because obviously I was going through certain issues. And then there was one girl that I went to secondary school. She just kept on harassing me on Instagram. Yo, make a YouTube channel, make a YouTube channel. I was like, bro, this girl's annoying. I'm in Australia, leave me alone, you know what I mean?
I came here to get away from you.
I came here to get away from you. But you know, she just kept on harassing me, make YouTube. I thought, what's the matter with this girl? Are you okay in the head? Literally 2 days a week, the girl would DM me on Instagram, make a YouTube.
She must have seen something.
So then I thought, you know what? If this girl's harassing me, it's a sign from God. Everything's planned. Yeah. So I thought, okay, you know what? I spoke to my girl. She said, you know what? If this girl's harassing you, can either block her or just listen to her. Yeah. So I listened to her, and then she said to me, look, you're traveling, you're in Australia, because I was in the outback in Australia. I was a black guy from inner city of London. I'm picking watermelons. I'm picking 27 kg watermelons in 45 degrees heat. Ain't no one. I don't know if you guys are gonna do that, but there's a lot of people that will say no. But the reason why I've done that, for the experience and the money, is insane over there. So I went there. You're getting paid crazy money, and then the girl was like, type black YouTubers, like British YouTubers. So I typed that, nothing came up. But then females came up, the majority was girls. So then I typed black male YouTubers, nothing came up. And that's when I just came up with the thing, Blackman Da Traveller. So and the way I feel, so getting back to your question, how do I feel? You know, it's always about energy. So when I go around in people's cars, like when I do hitchhiking, when I go to random people's houses, the first thing I do, I try to learn the basic words in their language to show respect. That's the first thing. You show respect. So if I was to go to Nigeria or wherever, I would try to understand the basic languages. And then first of all, people are gonna show, okay, you know what? At least I'm showing you respect, so they're gonna respect me a bit more. And then the guard's gonna come a bit low. And obviously just energy.
Same. Okay.
Go on.
I was just gonna ask, what's I saw you went to Burma as well.
Yeah, I went to Burma. That's right.
A lot of people in the world haven't been to Burma. What's the weirdest?
Where's that?
It's in Asia, but the country was closed for a long time to tourists, and
that's right.
It's just been reopened not too long ago, so a lot of people haven't been to Burma unless you're from Burma. What's the weirdest country or the most exciting one that you've been to? Where in your wildest dreams you wouldn't have thought I would ever come here?
Argentina. I've been there a lot of times. Brazil, but in terms of the weirdest, I would say Burma, Indonesia.
Really?
Yeah, it was a bit weird.
Why?
I don't know, because the food, snakes as well, frogs. First time I tried frog was in Indonesia. But I would say Burma, because you see Burma, as soon as you're there, mate, they've never seen a black person. As soon as I came to the airport, the immigration officers, they just stared at me. They asked me where I'm from. I said England. They couldn't believe it. And they said to me, what part of England? I said London. They said, show me another ID. So I showed them my provisional. Literally, they couldn't understand. And then they said to me, why are you coming to Burma? I said, why not? And then they were like, literally.
Fair play.
I swear to God. And then when I left the airport, all the taxi drivers, they just stared at me. They were just pointing, looking oh my God, oh my God. But Burma was raw because they don't receive a lot of tourists. Hospitality-wise, it was amazing, and it was beautiful.
It's one of the countries that I would like to go to. I think when I was 14, 15, I was trying to Burmese girl.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the only reason that I want to.
Like, what's going on? Man wants to go to Tanzania for babe. There's Donny over here.
I want to go Burma, bruv. They got beautiful women.
This guy wants to go bad. He's bad. Hey, yo.
I want to go, and plus, I want to go to There was one time when I was watching Top Gear. They've got the bridge. Is it the bridge? Or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
main,
yeah. The famous bridge.
They've got a bridge, but like it's how many lanes is it again?
It's like I can't remember, but it's a
There's
famous
shitloads
bridge.
of lanes,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like 14 lanes or something. But there's never any cars on there.
went
It's
down
just
the road.
useless.
Yeah.
It's just a useless bridge. Like they
Yeah.
built it because they're trying to develop the country, but no cars. Like they were literally like just drag racing up and down that road
Yeah.
because there's no cars going through it.
It's a massive country,
Yeah.
and they don't receive a lot of tourists.
Mhm.
So like, yeah.
Okay.
And like, how is this? Obviously, you were talking about how like traveling and stuff.
Yeah.
One thing I like about, even though I can't go to a lot of places because of my Nigerian passport, so Boris, help man out.
Boss man, innit?
Boss man with that British passport.
Big up Nigeria.
Yeah.
Big up Nigeria.
Come on.
But like a lot of things that I've realized from the little amount of countries I've been to is like, because I went to Turkey recently as well. I went to Antalya. But just like going from leaving is sometimes it's really good to leave your bubble of
Yeah.
like England and
That's
London
right.
because then you see how different things affect different people in life.
Yeah.
Especially with like this whole Corona stuff.
Yeah.
Like obviously everybody here is thinking, oh gosh, like blah blah blah, what are we gonna do? But then everybody's getting furloughed, but then people are still
Yeah.
complaining about being furloughed.
Yeah.
But then you go to other countries like that and like
Yeah.
where a lot of people are mostly self-employed and you're really seeing the effect
Yeah.
that COVID is having on them, like how they don't have no furlough scheme. They still have to stay open. They still have to take those risks
Yeah.
of catching COVID. But then like this then changes your perspective. How was like traveling to all these
You
places
know, it's
change
like
your-
when I started traveling, for the first thing, I educated myself.
Mm.
You know, in terms of different cultures, different beliefs. 'Cause
Yeah.
obviously, I've learned more than traveling than what I learned in the education system. I don't care what anyone says, because there's certain things that you learn through traveling, you're never gonna learn that through here. And like, so I've educated myself and I've humbled myself as a person. Because when I went to Turkey, for example, the first ever ghetto I went to was in Brazil. I went to one.
That's the ghetto ghetto.
Boy.
That's the ghetto
You're in
ghetto.
Brazil.
That's
Yeah,
the ghetto
Brazil.
ghetto.
But I didn't put that on my Instagram. But if you look further down, I got some videos of Brazil. But so I went to one favela. This was in 2015. Yeah. So literally, I took the risk because I thought to myself, you know what? If I live in a ghetto in London, what's the difference
Oh,
in the
no, that's
ghetto?
different.
But no. But obviously, I wanted to see
Yeah,
the
the
difference
difference, yeah,
and the
yeah.
transition. and,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I
okay,
thought.
okay.
So I went there. My partner, she's from Argentina, innit? So she was like, "Listen, like you can go." She said, "I was like, come with me." She said, "No." So yeah.
That's your thing.
Yeah.
Mate.
So what happened is basically, so like we went to Brazil, and then all the ghettos in Brazil, they're pacified. So like there's like armed response police with AK-47s. So you can get in, but the police are like, it's under your, like it's your
So you
choice.
stay out of-
If
okay.
anything happens to you inside, we're not going to
That's-
protect
that's
you.
you.
I thought, fuck this, man. So literally, I walked up this favela, I walked all the way up, and then so you got to walk up the stairs and everything, like you got to go in. So when I walked in, I had like my little GoPro, and then literally I walked in and everyone was just looking at me. I remember everyone just had cigarettes like this. As soon as I walked in, they're just moving slowly.
Mad.
And then everyone just gave me eye contact. No one spoke nothing.
I would have disappeared.
So I'm just like,
Right,
bro, I'm like, guys, I'm in Brazil.
That's like talking extra loud.
Yeah.
One that had the GoPro, the other has the.
Bro.
Yeah, man's
swear-
in Brazil, as you
swear
can
to-
see.
I swear to God. Yeah, I was like, look, man's in Brazil. But I'm articulating every single word, man, like, to make sure these people don't kill me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I've gone up now, everyone's just looking at me. So I'm like, okay, tudo bem, like in Portuguese. No one's responding. So I was like, cool, bro. I just ran down the stairs. Literally, I ran down the stairs. So that was my first ever altercation in any ghetto that I went to. Then the furthermore I started to travel, I went to ghettos in Turkey. I went to a ghetto in Uganda, in my mum's side. You know what I mean? I went to a ghetto in Argentina, in Buenos Aires. I went to a ghetto in Miami, in America. Then so the more I started to travel, I realized all these people that live in the ghetto, they're more humble.
Yeah.
And they've got nothing to lose. Yeah, it is a bit dangerous, but I've learned a way, like if you go there and you show a bit of respect, they're gonna show you respect back. And I think like, yeah, man, like I've humbled myself. I've learned more. I've learned like more. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing though. I feel like with Brits when they travel, I feel like there's an air of arrogance. It's like they feel like, oh yeah,
That's
'cause
coming
I'm
from the
British,
UK
I must,
and that.
I must be,
Mate, we
you know.
cocky. I don't care what
I'm
anyone
not gonna
says. We
lie, I
cocky.
went Turkey, and when I was there, bro, I was thinking, fuck, man, these people don't speak English.
Exactly.
And I'm
But you're
thinking-
in their country
and I'm
though,
thinking-
like.
Thank you
I'm
very
thinking,
much, thank
first
you
of
very
all,
much,
I'm not
yeah.
even English.
You're not even English, like these
English
fucking
is-
foreigners.
English is never my first language. How dare me have the audacity to be thinking, right?
Yeah, but you speak the language, brother. You speak the language.
No, I do, but it's like it's sorry.
Yeah, but you speak the language.
I know,
innit?
I know, but like it's like I'm there. That was the moment when I realized I was just thinking I need to get out of England more because you get more. You get into this like I'm trying to. The taxi driver is asking us where we're going.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to like tell him, but then I'm thinking, bro, like man, what do you speak English, man? Like I'm getting frustrated.
Right.
But then I'm thinking that's so. Like, I should. I'm in the country.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
should be looking at me thinking,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
don't you speak?
Yeah. So
Our
when you
language.
went, for example, see when you went to Turkey, how did you feel as a black man?
Oh, it was for me.
Yeah.
So the part of Turkey that I went to
Yeah.
is
Where'd you go?
Antalya.
Okay, I've been there.
So it's so a lot of them speak Russian.
Yeah.
Because
a lot of Russians there.
yeah,
innit? Yeah.
there's loads of Russians there.
Yeah.
So for me, my experience is being stared at a lot by a lot of the Russians.
Yeah.
Like the Turkish people that I did meet, like
Yeah.
they were great. I don't think they cared about the fact that I was
Yeah.
black.
Yeah.
Except for when we went to Old Town.
Yeah.
When walking through this dark cobbled streets
Yeah,
at
yeah.
night with one of my boys.
Yeah.
And they looking, they're giving you the eyes like, but it's more the
Intrigue.
the Russians
Oh,
okay.
that I was, which is why I think I've been telling people I want to go Russia.
Yeah. You
I
wanna
mean,
go Russia?
Yeah, I want to go Russia.
I want to go Russia as well.
Oh, yeah, you lot let me know how that goes, innit?
NMP, well, one third of NMP plus
Just the
Blackman
end,
Da
just the
Traveller.
end.
You want to go? But I'll go Russia, man. I want to go Russia.
I
as well,
want to
man.
go Russia. And
Yeah,
people are
yeah.
like, oh, why? But I just want to see, like, I want to
Yeah.
actually go experience this. Speak to.
Let me ask you.
speak to
So
Russian
to cut you off. So like, you see, when you went to Turkey, did you learn anything as a person, like in general?
You just went to go and party, bro.
That's what it was. Yeah. It was less about. It was
No,
less
I
about.
didn't go to party, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I learned much. It was just I think the only thing for me was, like I said, just the perspective.
Of course.
Because when you get so consumed in your own daily life, you lose perspective.
Yeah.
And I feel like one of the great things about not really being born in this country, because I was born in, like, we were both born in Nigeria,
Okay.
but I stayed there longer.
Yeah.
Like, I could still. There'll be some times when I'll catch myself.
Yeah.
Like, I might be thinking, fuck, like, what am I going to eat tonight? Like, am I going to eat Domino's or am I going to buy a kebab?
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
thinking, like, there'll be sometimes when I catch myself and I'll be thinking, rah, this is, like, you're decided whether,
gonna
whereas
eat
when in
Domino's.
Nige,
Yeah.
I'm deciding whether I want to go buy 20 naira rice, not even meat, nothing,
Yeah,
just the
yeah.
rice
Just
by
the
itself.
rice,
Yeah.
And it's just like, getting out of England, then it made me come out of my bubble even more because, like I said, I was already complaining about the whole COVID thing.
Yeah.
And then going there, it's like, actually, I'm lucky because it could be a lot worse.
Of course.
And I think a lot of people, when they're going through whatever they're going through in life,
Yeah.
they think this is the worst it
That's
can
it.
get.
That's it.
Like,
Yeah.
but then it's perspective to see other people and just realize that,
It's
bruv, they could be.
Place of privilege.
Yeah,
still.
like you're still in a place of privilege, and this can be even more worse. And I imagine going to like a ghetto in the favelas,
Yeah.
that would even show you even more. Like, no matter what you're going, I mean, some people go through difficult things in life.
Of course.
No matter what you're going through,
Of course.
there are people who will happily take your spot and
Yeah.
take those problems on, like happily.
That's why. That's like I said. I've learned two things. Like, I've educated myself and I've humbled myself as a person. You know what I mean? Obviously, the third thing, you come out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I guess you must be used to it by now. Like, just
Yeah.
you've travelled so much that when
Yeah.
you get into a situation where you're not familiar with, you know
Yeah.
how to handle yourself and just.
I'm not gonna lie to you, boy. I was in one sticky situation recently. Like when I was hitchhiking. I was hitchhiking in Turkey, and then I got stuck. Man, it was pissed. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was pissed. So basically, I was hitchhiking from Istanbul to Ankara. It was like a 6-hour journey. I made it halfway. The last driver, I don't know what this guy was doing, but he said to me, "Jump out the car."
Right.
Like randomly, he said, "Jump out." He said, "Get out," but he spoke proper English. He said, "Get out," and I was like, "Well." Boss man.
There's reason here, bro.
I was like, boss man, look, like, it's getting a bit dark. And he said, no, I have to go. I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna argue, bro. Like, I'm in next person's car. I don't know the laws over here. Jumped out the car, got a big backpack, just boom, chucked it on the floor, got my camera. Then it's getting dark. I'm like, shit, man, Amir, like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I was 2 hours away from Ankara. I was like 3 hours away from Istanbul.
Oh my god.
So I called. Yeah, I was pissed. So literally, I'm on the motorway. I'm sticking out my farm. Cars are driving past me. No one's stopping. Some people they stopped, but then they stopped just to take a picture. So
And then
I'm
they
like,
drive off.
Yeah, and then they drive
Oh
off.
my.
So I was like, yeah, piss
That's
takers.
pissing.
Piss takers.
I'm fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, listen,
So-
That's just
policia is finding me
Mate.
tonight.
Bro, even the police drove past and they asked me one question. Are you okay? I said, no, I'm trying to get to Ankara. Okay, have fun. Then after the drove No lie.
You know
no
what's so
lie.
mad there?
No lie.
I would have made a pile of stones, yeah.
Bro.
And every nigga that stops and drives off, I'm stoning your car as you're driving off.
I swear to God, man, I was upset. So then what happened is the first car that I jumped in, I called the guy because I must have gave him my number. So the way I travel, whatever country I go to, I'll buy a SIM card. Just to get data. So that make sure that I'm going to be covered, so I don't go to any restaurants to get Wi-Fi. So I've contacted him and I sent him my location on WhatsApp. The guy charged me £100. I said, bro, I'm not paying £100, man. So I thought, let me go back to Istanbul. He said, listen, £100, take it or leave it. I said, okay, cool, just try and come here. So I thought, when he comes, then we'll try to like negotiate. You know what I mean? So then he's taking long. Then it started to rain. It's dark already. I'm hearing dogs. I'm like, bro. My partner's asked me, where are you? I said, I don't know. I don't know. So then I went online, and then I typed local taxi services. And then one guy, he spoke English fluent, and he gave me my number. So literally, I'm just sitting there. It got to like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the night. It's pitch dark. Some guy's walking on the motorway. Then he's saying my name, Amir. I'm like, who the fuck knows my name in Turkey? Like, I don't know anyone here. So then he said, come with me. So I'm walking with him. I got my backpack, my camera. And then we walked up on top of a cliff. Then we ended up in some ghetto. Then I see a dog, then I see another guy, then I see a kid. I'm thinking, oh man, I want to get robbed. I'm like, shit. So the guy's like, oh, where you from? I said, where you from? But I don't know why I asked him that question because I'm in Turkey. You know what I mean? But obviously, but then like the road mentality, so the road, so like I'm just like the road mentality is coming out my head. So I'm like, where you from? He's like, oh, I'm from here. I'm like, okay, I'm from London. And the guy's like, how did you get stuck on the motorway? I'm like, bro, like, how do you know my name? So the guy. So the second taxi guy, basically he sent him to get me. Okay. But then this guy was acting very weird. So he's telling me like, give me your bag, give me your camera. I said, bro, everything's staying with me. I said, you know what? Take the bag. I don't care about the bag. I've got my passport, everything with me, like in a side bag. So I've got all my valuables. So I'm like, bro, like take the bag in it. So obviously we're just talking. So I said to him, listen, do you watch YouTube? He said, yeah. So I showed him I'm a YouTuber because I had to think like quick. His guard went low, innit? Then I went on my Instagram, went live. Look, guys, I'm here with blah, blah, blah. I always do that. So I've got his face on the camera. I've got his face on the camera. Then he's like, what's it? So I played the video, put it in my story straight away. I sent my location straight away. That's what I do when I hitchhike. You know what I mean? Just to cover myself.
Great idea, bro.
So I'm not gonna lie to you, I was scared. And obviously, like the guy, so obviously they picked me up. Then they drove me to like a remote place. It was like 2 hours away in the petrol station. Then the guy came in, he drove me back. Then I paid him £50. So that was the only sticky situation I've been in.
Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what I've done there still. I'd have been done.
But it was dark. It was
how many countries have you been to?
More than 18. Yeah, more than 18.
How many countries have you been? 2.
3.
You haven't been to 3 countries.
3.
Oh yeah, Netherlands.
Exactly.
What about you? How many countries have you been to?
Been to 1, 2, 3, 4. I think about 5.
Which
but
countries?
It's not. When I was young, I went to Trinidad and Tobago, Ghana. I've been to England. I've been to France.
I've been to England.
And I'm sure there's one more. Yeah, I went secondary school.
Okay, did you like?
Yeah.
Did you like France?
It was actually no. I went again as well. I went Disneyland Paris with my mum.
You went to that secondary school trip?
Yeah.
I remember when when they told us about that trip. I came home and I told my mum, I was so excited. I was like, I'm going to go to France. She looked at me and said, we bought passports.
She's such a burst of bubble butt.
You know what's so bad about that situation? I didn't even bother telling my mum. I already knew what I was going. So I
remember, but at this time, this was me. I was like fresh in this country, innit? So I was still thinking like I had the same privileges. She looked at me and said, "Oh God, you be back in Nigeria so quick."
They will see your green at the airport and say, "Oh, France." Interesting. You find yourself back in Nigeria, man. Come off the plane, you're like, why does it smell like stew?
Your brother said, "What passport?"
Yeah, obviously, because when we moved over, we had a passport. We legally weren't supposed to be here, which is what you find with most situations. Of course. But that's what I'm saying, like with what you do, that's what I admire what you do so much because once I get that British passport, I'm going everywhere. Because a lot of British people don't realize the power that they have with that passport. Like even like going to Turkey, for example, I had to pay £150 for the visa, whereas you could just turn up. I remember when I went to Dubai with my ex. I had to pay £250 for that visa.
Can I ask you a question? How did you find Dubai?
I loved it, but it was it's like just party, innit? You know, you go there to live life.
I wouldn't go to Dubai.
But I made sure that the hotel we stayed at wasn't in the main
party areas.
Like area. The only one thing
why is that?
Because like when I have this thing like it's similar to you, like when you go places, you don't want to, because when I'm here, and I go to central London, like when I'm going to work, and I see all this tourists, and I'm trying to get home, and they're in my way trying to take pictures. It pisses me off because I'm thinking, you've come to this country, but you're only gonna experience this little bubble. Like, get out. Come Peckham. I'll take you Lordship. I'll take you Ennish. Come eat some suya. Go Morley's. You're gonna come London.
That's the
you
proper
know
London.
nothing about Morley's. That's the proper London. This
right.
isn't the London that like the government wants you to see.
Right.
But this is proper London. I always say, if you want to experience London the most, get on number 12, the bus.
Oh yeah.
It will take you through everywhere. It will take you through everywhere. It will take you from central London to Peckham. You will see
to
the Dulwich, the
Camberwell,
Campbell. You see all the different aspects London has to offer.
Yeah.
But with Dubai, I made sure that the hotel we stayed at was like,
Just
it was
outside
in
of
Deira. But the only one thing I didn't like is that I feel like this is kind of similar for a lot of maybe Muslim countries. Is the way they treat like women.
Yeah.
Because there was one time at the time when like we were in the shop, and my ex at the time will ask the shopkeeper something.
And he's Aaron.
He won't air her, but he will answer the question, but to me.
Right.
Yeah, so she'll be like, how much is it? And they'll be like, our boss here is 20, and I'm thinking, I didn't ask you, it's her.
Yeah.
But then I feel like, there's also like that thing where it's like, okay, if this is your
This
woman,
is their rules.
like if this is your woman, maybe
about
they're
to
too
pay,
prideful. Where it's like, don't chat to my woman, even if she asks you a question, you answer it to me, sort of thing.
Wow.
But that's and there was a lot of stares as well. But obviously, I feel like as a black person who leaves like the UK, you get it in the UK as well. So there's one time we were walking through Lancaster, getting stared at there. But it's just you just get used to it.
I'm not gonna lie, it's just London. Even Cov, if you go too far out in Cov and you're just walking, they're thinking, what the hell are you doing here?
There's certain parts of the UK that they've never seen a black person.
Yeah, exactly. All they've seen is 50 Cent on TV.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Bulletproof on TV, that's it. That's what they've seen.
So you would never go to Dubai?
Nah, I've been to Dubai, but I wouldn't go back.
Why?
It's too materialistic.
Yeah, consumerism.
That's why I want to go.
Oh no, facts.
Yeah, that's why I want to go to Dubai. Dubai, like for example, everyone goes there. All these little Instagram models and these rappers, trappers.
Yeah.
Why should I waste my money and go to a place that everyone goes to? You know what I mean? Like, I'm a type of person, like you said, Russia. I'll go Russia, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know, no guy from Peckham or Saab is gonna go Russia.
Yeah,
but that's another culture shock that we can understand and learn. So I'd rather do that.
And I feel like a lot of these things, obviously, like I feel like a lot of it is a great conversation starter.
Yeah.
It differentiates you from a lot of people in life.
100%.
Because like I was saying, that's why I was so fascinated by you going Burma, because how many people have been to Burma? Like you walk down the road, I think a lot of British people won't even know what Burma is.
That's true,
They'll think it's some sort of like Indian curry.
Yeah,
They won't know. That's like that to me is so sick, because like one of the places I want to go to is Antarctica. People can tell me why you want to go to Antarctica. Yeah. But do you know? No, but bro, think about like, do you know?
That's more than me, man.
No, but like, I just won't go like hitchhike across Antarctica. They're waiting for polar bears.
What's a hitchhike, bro?
I don't know the population in Antarctica,
They're
bro.
waiting for polar bears. Like, hey, big man, let me jump on your back. No, but it's like it's a handful of people in the world can say that they've been to Antarctica, or they. Like, think about it. I can meet a girl. Oh, what'd you do this summer? Oh, I was just in Antarctica. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, saying like,
you know the
she'll be. It's just something different. Like different stories. Like you're gonna have a bag loads of stories. Do you plan? I don't know if you plan on having kids.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a bag loads of stories to tell your kids about one time when you went to the like favelas in Brazil. I don't want to. I don't want to be sitting there trying to tell my kids about the time I got sent out for my maths class. I want to have different stories and stuff.
What's it like meeting other travellers on the road, like people that are also like
I met,
like
you know, the first time I done hitchhiking, was when I went to the Bahamas. I didn't know what hitchhiking was, I'm not gonna lie to you. So literally, I'm in the Bahamas, I went to renew my visa in America. And then I went to some random hostel, because what I do, I stay in hostels as well, innit? And then I met two backpackers, one guy from Australia and one white guy from Zimbabwe. So we walking downtown in Nassau, and then the Australian guy's like, right mate, we're gonna hitchhike. I looked at him, I'm like, brother, this guy okay in the head? I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, what? He said, right, mate, we're gonna hitchhike. Like, popular Aussie accent. I'm like, bro, I don't do that. But that was, you know what I mean? Like that was the beginning. But then my man just stuck out his thumb. One truck just stopped. Where you getting to? Downtown. Hop in.
Bro,
we jumped to the back of this 4x4. I'm the only black guy, 2 white guys. I'm thinking, bruv, like, we're gonna get killed, man. And literally, we're just driving. The driver was smoking a spliff. He gave it to us as passed up, man. I think, okay, this is
a vibe.
this is good. And then literally, so that was my first ever like interaction. And then the second time we hitchhiked, and then we almost got robbed. I'm not gonna lie to you, because they pretended to be taxi drivers, but they weren't. And then that was my first ever interaction with like backpackers. Ever since then, I mean, I love it, you know what I mean? Because we're all in the same boat. We're all trying to get to our destination. Like, we're all traveling. So when it comes to like meeting backpackers, I think it's one of the best things when it comes to like traveling around the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in terms of like funds, like how do you fund the whole trip?
So basically, I'll be honest with you. So when I lived 2 years in Australia, like I said to you about picking watermelons, I was making crazy amount of money.
Watermelons.
Bro,
You might try to go Australia.
Yeah, 100. I'm on.
Bro.
Sign me up, man.
the money in Australia,
Go
like,
picking watermelon.
bro, no lie, listen, like,
No
in
gym.
a week,
Just watermelons.
in a week here, you can make about at least £1,200 a week. No lie,
Damn.
no lie, no
For
lie.
picking watermelons.
Just picking watermelons, bro.
I could pick them.
Like
shits.
you
I
go,
can pick
bro,
Yeah, I'll pick.
literally, like the first time, because what happened is, the way you go to Australia is like you need to have, like you need to be 18 to 31. You just gotta have like an English passport, like certain passports. You go there. Say about Nigeria.
Soon.
Yeah, soon.
2022, sign me up.
Yeah. So basically, like you gotta be 18 to 31, and then you gotta do farm work to get your second year.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
I
Yeah.
know about this.
So the first time I went there, I was like, I'm not gonna go to the desert. Like, what the fuck am I doing? And then there's a bunch of English that said, look, Amir, you make 1,100. Alright, cool. Tell my partner. She said, alright, cool. So we went there, but I'm in the middle of nowhere. There's kangaroos hopping. There's snakes going past my foot. There's rats. And I'm picking watermelons with shoes. Sometimes I pick watermelons with like no shoes. I'm barefoot. Snakes going past my foot. I'm like, oh fuck, there's a cobra. Oh, you know what I mean? Oh fuck, look, there's a.
It's a cobra.
Yeah, so I'm
Where's
like,
my passport?
yeah, like no lie. I'm like,
Why
bro,
man just casually dropped that in?
Bro,
There's a cobra.
bro. So to God, so I'm just like, so then I'm making crazy money. So I've used that money within 2 years to fund myself. So in between the pandemic, I was getting in and out of this country. I was going to certain countries, and yeah, that was the first time I saw a snake was in Australia. And there's a video like on my Instagram. Like, I don't know if you can see, but I'm holding like a brown snake. I think it's like the third poisonous snake in the world. And I was like, wow.
And you were holding this.
But it was half dead. We killed it, innit?
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
we killed it.
But
You can't let that guy live.
Hold on, but you're still going like, man just said it was holding a snake that they just killed. And
Yeah,
you're just
yeah.
gonna casually just.
But you gotta be careful. You see, when you kill snakes, they can still bite you, innit?
Yeah.
So
Cut the head off on that. It's
yeah,
dead. As
yeah.
long as it's dead, you can do whatever in it. You
Yeah.
might as well fry that up, young little batter.
Sorry.
Yeah, but that's how I found
Fantastic.
myself in it. So basically,
Okay.
yeah, just like the money that I saved from Australia, and pretty much, yeah.
So like, where do you like in terms of this hitchhiking and this YouTube platform that you're building?
Yeah.
Like, where are you trying to take that?
So basically, I've got a website coming out.
Cool.
It should be out next year, let's say January, February. It's called www.BlackmanDaTraveller. And I've got a clothing line as well, Blackman Da Traveller. It's on my Instagram. So when you wear my shirts, ignore the word Blackman and think about the word Traveller. So everyone here, we're all traveling. You're trying to get to your destination. You know what I mean? Everyone's trying to like be financial free, whatever. So when you wear my shirts, it represents your background, you know what I mean, like your struggles and that.
Yeah.
And then next year, hopefully, either in January, February, I will be going to Albania. I've got a plan. It sounds a bit stupid, but I don't care. But I'm gonna hitchhike from Albania all the way to Romania. If I don't make it, then yeah, it's a bit mad. And then the second big thing that I've got, I'm going to India for 4 months.
Nice.
Then within India, I will be going to Pakistan and Bangladesh as well, and I will be
4
filming.
months. What a bird.
Yeah, that's gonna be some.
So when it's
sick
so like,
content.
see like you're going there for 4 months, are you planning to like? Is it just for traveling aspects? So you're gonna maybe get a job or
No,
find something to do?
I don't work.
So
bro.
you just go there, just
Literally,
explore. And
Just explore. In India, I don't know if you guys saw Slumdog Millionaire.
Yeah, I love that.
So there's the biggest slum in Mumbai.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the risk, but I'm gonna sleep in the slum for 2 nights. But I've got a tour guide anyway, so this is all like kind of
Okay.
arranged. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like security wise. So I'm gonna sleep in the slum for 2 months. I'm gonna give out free
2 months or
t-shirts.
2 nights?
No, sorry, 2 nights. I apologize.
Okay,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I'm about to say.
Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna stay there for 2 nights. I'm gonna give out like 25 shirts of my clothing line to the people in the slum, and I want to show people what it's like to actually sleep in the slum.
Yeah.
Because when let's say for example, someone's to go to Nigeria, like let's say someone's like to go to like Lagos, they're gonna go to like the bougie parts, but people ignore like proper Lagos. Because you mentioned something earlier about London, jump on the bus number 12, and you see the diversity of you know what I mean, of the city. So I want to show people when you come to India, it's not always about the Taj Mahal and all these fucking fancy places. You gotta meet the local people. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Yeah.
Okay, so that's
I feel like your experience of going around everywhere, you get to learn how to communicate with different people
100%.
and get that thing. I feel like someone like me, I think I'd go there and jam. Like I'd go there and I'd just be stuck.
I wouldn't. This guy, I honestly
I'd be
believe
stuck
like
in the mud.
let's see some of the situations you described where you have to think on the feet.
Oh yeah, I would have gone. You know what?
You'd be gone. As in,
No,
he'd be in the back of someone's boot, like
Yeah, no. The
in the
thing
desert
is,
somewhere.
it sounds like I'm stupid or something, but I'd probably just I don't even know, fam. Cause that's crazy. But yeah, you going around and interacting with different people, like even like if you come to London, you're calm. Like you can talk to anybody.
100%. Even recently, I'm actually doing like a London documentary as well. I've done a video for the Jewish community. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I'm Muslim, innit? And the first time they were like, oh, you know what I mean, Muslims and Jews, there's certain, problems between Palestine and Israel. So what happened is I had this concept. I thought, let me go to Stamford Hill in North London. It's the biggest Jewish community in Europe.
Remember, my dad used to live in Hackney, so there were times where you drive through and it's just
Jews everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a little like town, and you drive on the other side, and there's normal, not normal people, but like the other community as well. It's mad. It's crazy.
So literally, I was walking around, and then I had this concept. I wanted to ask some like specific type of questions. Nobody wanted to jump on camera, or everyone was like, "Nah, move the camera." Or people were like, "Okay, we'll talk, but behind the camera." And I was walking around, and then there was one black brother. He's working in Barclays. He looked at me, he just started laughing. He said, "Bro, you ain't gonna get no one to talk to you." Crazy. Thank God I went to one shop, and one guy spoke to me. They took my number. He said, "Come back to this area tomorrow. We're gonna organise something." So I went to Jewish man's house. I was the first time I ever been to Jewish man's house, bro. They got a lot of money, man. Fuck, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, man, they caked up. So I walked in. The house was big. The wife looked at me. Like literally, but the way she looked at me, like she opened the door and like she was like in shock because I'm black in it.
But didn't they brief her or something?
No, they didn't tell her. No, they didn't. Bro, literally, they didn't
check the group chat.
Bro, they didn't tell her. So she was like, "Who's this?" I'm like, "Oh, hi, I'm Blackman Da Traveller." Blackman Da Traveller? Like the way she like articulate words. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm the guy that's come to do the documentary." And then she's like, she was holding like her bag very tight. And then I'm there with like 2 other black guys. And then the husband came, explained. So basically what I'm doing a little London documentary, show people that the diversity of the city. So right now I'm filming for the Jewish community. I'm gonna do the Muslim community. Then I'm gonna go to certain parts of London, like in Brixton and that. Okay. Stratford as well. I'm gonna be interviewing certain rappers in the UK to show people the diversity of the city. And that's what I'm working on as well.
Cool. Brilliant idea, man. Brilliant idea, bro.
Good plans.
Thank you.
I like that.
What's the time on everything?
Oh no, it's calm. Don't worry.
Okay,
but I mean, now that we know a little bit more about you, I say we just talk about some, let's do our like weekly news. The same.
Before we go on to that, I just remembered I was watching another video. You went Poland.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about Poland.
Listen, all I know is that you go there and you're gonna get called a blackie and they got something.
Bro, I got it in Poland as well, man.
Yeah, so just
they're brazen with it, bro.
It's like those sides of the Eastern Europe, because that's the same thing that happened in when I was in Turkey.
Yeah.
Russian man called me a nigger.
You serious?
Yeah, called me a nigger.
What, for no reason?
Yeah, man. He literally walked in like to where so me and my boy, a gay guy, and like 2 girls, and sat, and he literally said that because my boy is Serbian, innit? So he understood some of the stuff he said. Yeah. He literally said that table is full of niggas, bitches, and F word for the gay people.
And no one said nothing.
And then the altercation happened. But then in the midst of the altercation,
was he big? He
wasn't big.
With them, man,
they don't have to be big.
They will wrap you up.
I just stood there, just went me box. I boxed.
And did he?
Man's doing this, and he said
to his elbow. That's when you know.
I feel like
I'm actually alright.
When you come up against certain people, the less English they have, the more troublesome. I swear down. Like if man just knows 2 words,
must be fighting bears like a bit, but you want me to go fight?
And the 2 words he knows is just violence, and you know, don't even do it.
I had an altercation actually, like when I was in Poland. So literally, I got there. I got the stairs in the airport. Everyone's looking at me. Same again. And then what happened is I almost got into a fight. So I was trying to go to this club. Apparently there's like one particular club in Warsaw. It's the best club that plays hip hop. But I was the only black person there, bro. Everyone was looking at me. Even the police were looking at me. And I asked them for directions. Some of them did not want to respond. It's like they were looking, but they put their head down. Like maybe because my colour was too embarrassing. Yeah, that's what I want.
And you can't get in there.
Bro, so what happened is, I'm trying to get into the club now, and then I've got lost. Some big Polish guy's gone past me, he's gone boom, so he's barged me. I've turned around, I'm like, yo, blah, blah, like, are you good? But I thought, oh shit, but I'm not in London, innit? And then he's like, problem?
Yeah, you see what I mean?
So I'm like,
he knows one word, problem. He knows one word.
Yeah.
That's the one word you
Bro, when he said that, I was like, oh,
it's long.
You fucked up. Yeah, because right now, then, that man is right in front of me, innit? And he's like, problem. I'm like, no problem, but brother, like, you done, so I had to show him, like, look, like, you done this. He's like, kurva. So I'm like, okay, Kurva you, Kurva me. And then, but no lie, and then 2 other guys have come towards me now, innit?
Oh, yeah, it's long.
But I thought they were gonna separate, bro. They were his friends. I had no idea.
Oh,
So one of them's pulled up his trousers. You know, these Polish people like they wear the trousers. He's done the belt now.
Prepare for
Yeah, and then like my man's get his fist ready. So
Oh,
I'm cool.
my
So
God.
I've leaned back now because I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting beaten up, but I'd rather put up a fight.
Yeah,
Proper
proper
fight.
fight.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
you don't know, but you don't know what can happen.
Facts,
Yeah.
facts.
So I've leaned back now. I've got like, I've gone to like body mode, and then the guy's like, Kurva, Kurva, da 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 da. So I'm like, but Kurva you and Kurva you, innit? And then obviously everyone just saying Kurva problem. Bro, it's weird, innit? And then fucking the police have gone past. They've looked at us. They've driven off. So they know what's happening.
Man will deal with him still.
And then he must have called me a nigger, innit? And then when he said that, I don't know how am I gonna retaliate. Am I gonna punch him? But I'm gonna get beaten up because there's 3 of them now.
Yeah.
You know what's there. So obviously cool. So then there's a bystander's gone past me. He's listened. Then he's like he's blocked. He said, look, leave him alone. He's a tourist, whatever. Then I walked away, and he said the reason why they've done that is because you're black. If he wasn't black, they would have just walked off. And then when I got into the club,
Oh, you got in. There was no
I
hassle.
went, no. What happened is so basically I was queuing up, and then the security guard just pushed me to the side. And then I pushed them back, but these Polish people, I don't know what they eat, but they're big. Bro, they're massive. They're massive.
Niggas.
So I pushed him back now, then he's pushed me. I'm like, oh, I got to be careful.
felt that
innit?
different?
Yeah.
You felt that different?
Yeah.
Man felt it different.
I was like, oh.
Man push man like that.
Yeah.
Man uses triceps still. It's long.
So I was like, oh, like cool. And then obviously, I'm trying to get in, and the guy asked me just one simple question: where you from? I'm like, London. Okay, come here. He's like, come here. Kurva, come here. So I'm going towards him now, yeah. And then he's like, okay, you pay, enter. No pay, get out. Cool. So I paid, and I've got in the club. So I walked inside the club now, and then the girl's flirting with me in the reception. So I'm looking at her, I'm like, oh, I gotta be careful. Innit? I don't know how it works in this country. Innit?
Curly's wife and them, man.
So obviously I've gone in now. The girls are looking. The man them are just preying me, whatever. I've gone upstairs. I'm the only black person. And then I've gone into the bar and everyone's just staring at me. So of course I'm dancing, you know what I mean, I'm catching the
You're
vibe.
showing them that, listen,
Yeah.
that moves.
Yeah. And then obviously it just got a bit weird because it's like, then the music kind of switched to like EDM, like.
Yeah. That's when they start swinging in the
Yeah. You're right, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, it got a bit
You lot
physical.
don't-
It
Listen,
got a
I
bit
watch
physical.
these movies,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
They swing in the clubs and the
Yeah,
lights
yeah.
are flashing and
When
that.
the EDM's on.
Bro, it got a bit physical. Then I left.
You ain't, bro. There's like little communities of people that listen to EDM. When that music comes on, it's not like they're dancing.
Yeah.
As in they're literally
scrapping.
throwing arms and
It's another type of energy,
bro.
man.
It's crazy. And then they obviously maybe they're doing drugs on top. Next thing you know, man's eyes are rolling back. You're not sure if you got punched in the face or the drugs are kicking in. Like it's
To the
crazy.
difference.
Yeah, it's true. But Poland, would I recommend it? I would say go, but get ready to get either beaten up or stared at, man. No lie.
That's long. My first altercation, I was scrapping. I'm gonna get done, fam. Someone's gonna
Before you go, you better go learn some
Stab me
MMA
up,
first.
You have to learn MMA. I feel like,
Yeah.
I'll be real with
MMA
you.
first.
I'm not going. Poland, listen, you lot.
Come on, man, let's go.
If I'm not at least.
I want to go to these places.
Sure. If I'm not at least a blue belt,
Yeah.
you're not seeing
Me,
my
I want to
guy.
go.
How
Get
tight
ready,
you?
man. Get ready, man.
I mean, I won't fight.
Yeah.
Unless the only time I fight is if the only thing that would get me like aggravated is if like someone calls me like nigga.
Oh, you get that in Poland, bro.
But then it's also like, but then this is the thing, because sometimes I deep it, and I think that situation in like Russia,
Yeah.
what it taught me is this: they don't really know the effect of what they're saying.
Course.
Like when a British person says it,
Yeah.
it pisses me off more because you're well educated enough to
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that this is what it does,
Yeah.
and this is the like you're trying to make me angry.
Mm.
Whereas a thingy person, they will just say it casually because they don't know. They don't really know the full
But they know it
effect.
upsets you.
They
Yeah,
know
yeah.
they know it upsets, but they don't know like
Yeah.
the
The
full
history behind
effects,
it,
like the
yeah.
history behind that
But
word.
one thing I learned since all this traveling I've been, no one's born racist, innit? That's what I think.
Yeah, facts.
But you're educated
You're
in that way.
educated, yeah.
So when I went to Poland, the problem is I can't blame them to, you know what I mean, to like a extent, because obviously that's how they're raised up. So when we go there and they say a black person, oh my God, nigger, But then I'm not gonna lie to you, your daughters, but they're twerking to our music.
Facts.
Crazy.
I don't
Tell
care,
them again.
bro. They're twerking to our music.
Welcome.
Like when they come to London, the first thing they want to do is try a bit of chocolate, bro.
Try a bit of chocolate,
I'll be honest with you. So whether they like it or
And
not,
certain men are handing that chocolate
Bro.
out. With
Boy.
Fam, you know the thing where
Those niggas need Jesus.
bro, you know the things where you're walking in the shopping mart and
Could never
the little
be
testing
me.
things.
Damn. Could never be me. Hell no, me. Nah, nigga. Me? Nah.
You know when you go Westfields, Westfields and they give you the little churros on the platter and you're walking past and everyone's taking
The
one.
waffles, the little pretzels.
Yeah, it's pretzels. That's how certain men are handing out the chocolate. Like,
Handing out, you
willy
get one. Man's looking like opera. You get one. You get one. You
willy-nilly.
get one.
Bro.
Bro, that's how you're living in these
You're
streets.
living mad.
That is
You're
crazy,
living mad.
bro. I expect better from
You're
you. I'm
living
not
mad.
gonna lie, bro.
Feeding the fetish and that. I hear you, dog.
no, it's true, man. Like,
Listen, this shit
bro,
got bunda, man.
they listen to our music, innit? So
Joking.
it is what it is, innit?
Yeah,
Love it
I,
still.
I feel like our culture influences.
does,
Our
it
culture
does,
influences.
it does.
I feel like it's the biggest influencer in the whole world.
It is, it
Because
is.
like you said, you're in Poland, but they still playing.
Yeah, but they're playing hip hop, bro.
Yeah.
Girls are twerking, and half of them don't understand. Like,
What's going on?
like for example, like when Pop Smoke came on, yeah, Dior, bro, I saw everyone
What's
that's
going on?
white
Yeah.
saying the lyrics like hands like from start to
They
end,
don't know where it is.
and they're twerking, but they don't know what it is. But it shows the type of effect that us black people bring in.
And
You know
our
what I mean?
reach.
And this is why I feel like not to like bum lick you or nothing.
Yeah.
But this is why I feel like what you're doing is so
Yeah.
important, and
Yeah.
I want more black people to see it because
respect, thank you.
a lot of black people we're like him.
In our
We're
shows,
closed-minded.
very
No, not in a bad way, but it's like we're so comfortable. Like my mom, sometimes I tell her like, why don't we like? Do you want to go? This year I said, let's go Italy for like your birthday. It's just Italy. She's like, what will I eat when I get there? Like she's so happy. She's so happy like living life, and the only two places her ever being to is Nigeria and here.
Yeah.
And I can't fathom that. In my head, I'm like, if I'm gonna die, I want to visit as many places on earth as possible. I want to see as many people as possible. And I feel like a lot of black people within our community, we're just so cool. Like we're just like, you know what?
You know, it is a lot of us.
Like we're fine.
A lot of us are stubborn, bro. To be honest with you, there's I'm not. You know, I'm not gonna just like target us. Let's just say people in general are stubborn, innit? Nobody wants to come out of their comfort zone. That's the problem. So when you see me as a black person, well, like man done hitchhiking, that's weird, bro. Half of you guys are stuck on the block. I'm traveling around the world, so I'm doing something that you're not doing. But then again, I'm kind of educating you as well. I'm saying, look, I come from the same background that you come from. I've been doing what you was doing before. So I'm not saying follow me, but I'm showing you, look, like you can make it out.
More to life.
You know what I mean? Like there's more to life. For example, what you guys are doing as well, you guys are building a platform. There's not a lot of people that's building a platform, so you're starting from scratch. But then when you look back to it, you're actually influencing people because you're bringing people in your show to tell their stories. And obviously, you guys are trying to get somewhere. So, but people don't see it in that type of way. You know what I mean? So it all comes down to that.
So true.
Big man. Big.
Yeah.
What would be your advice for someone who's trying to do what you're doing?
Yeah.
Starting off.
But like you said, obviously people don't want to completely come out there showing it. So
Yeah.
so in terms of like going to other countries, like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go sleep in no favelas. And
Yeah.
But like, let's say I wanted to do what you're doing. Like,
Yeah.
what would you be advice for someone who's starting off?
Yeah.
Like the first couple of steps to take to ease yourself in.
I think the first thing is like come out of your comfort zone, bro. Be yourself. You know what I mean? Respect is very important, bro. Wherever you go, if I was like, you guys brought me over here, I'm gonna respect your surroundings. You know what I mean? Respect is very important. Come out of your comfort zone and just at least like educate yourself, bro. You know what I mean? And like to start off, for example, when I started YouTube, bro, I was a cheeky one. Yeah. When I was working in Australia, I had no video, so I worked as a waiter in Sydney. And then I was like, every time I was serving customers, I'll be like, yo, by the way, I'm up and coming YouTuber, subscribe to my channel. They'll be like, okay, people subscribe. But then when people subscribe, they'll look at my channel and be like, hold a minute, you got no videos? I'm like, yeah, man, it's coming soon, it's coming soon.
That is, listen.
So-
Listen, if you're starting a YouTube channel,
Yeah.
you're telling man to subscribe with no videos, because I feel like a lot of people in the UK do this. They'll be like, yeah, subscribe, video
so
dropping
you
at
go there,
9
there's nothing
p.m.
there,
Nothing's
you're
premiered, nothing's on the
Yeah.
big man. Hold tight, innit? Like,
Yeah.
man will see you when the video
When the
drops.
video
You know
lands,
what
and
I'm
then by
saying?
then you've forgotten.
Yeah. Like shoot. So what I was doing that for 1 year, bro. I was getting subscribers, and then it got to the point. People used to like write me a message on Instagram, mate, you've got no video on. Like, what's going on? Like, you made me subscribe to your channel. Like,
No video.
there's all this traveling going on, and that's when I started in January. So I'm saying to people is take risks. Always take risks. You know what I mean? Because obviously, nothing is going to be great, bro. So my advice to people is actually like respect, gain knowledge, and just take risks. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Have we got all your questions out?
Yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to ask.
Cool. So let's talk about the stuff, and it'll be good to get like your input.
Yeah, that's
on,
alright, no problem.
on everything that's been going on.
Cool.
What you
No,
got
no,
done?
I'll just bring the
Nothing.
questions.
So
yeah.
Sarah, what's been going on this week, Sarah?
He does this to you all the time.
You're putting on the spotlight. What's going on?
But you know what?
No, she's ready. No, she's ready. You
ready.
see the way she put the ball down?
Oh, I say
She
ready.
put the ball down and folded her arms and said, "Yeah, go on."
I might need to get extra mic.
I think lately it's just been Black Americans versus British people.
In what way?
The clubhouse thing.
Just cultural wise.
Yeah.
I don't know if you there's this. I don't know if you've heard of Clubhouse.
Yeah.
This new app that's come about. So it's a new social media app, and the concept is you sign up and you can create a room or you can join in a chat room.
Yeah.
And the room will have a topic, and you can either listen or have an input. And you can either, when you create your own room, you can be a moderator, and people, if they're scrolling, if they like the topic, they can join to listen in or discuss. And it's built up quite a few celebrities are on it now, so it's grown in the case of people have a closer proximity to celebrities. One person tweeted, an American person tweeted that they've got an electric kettle for the first time.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, because they use the microwave.
No, they don't even use the mic.
They
Or
have-
they put on the stove, put water on the stove, yeah.
And then suddenly,
With the Pyrex and that.
yeah, someone from the UK found it, and they just started getting onto them, and the Americans are getting onto us.
Yeah,
and
it's a
then
whole-
suddenly on Clubhouse, there was a room, and everyone's put their
Yeah,
profile
put
pictures
as a kettle.
electric kettles.
Yeah,
And that's like,
as in the same. Yeah.
It's so petty. Like, I'll be real, yeah. You know what it is, yeah? I feel like the UK is very accepting, but I feel like, I don't know, like, certain Americans can be mad ignorant. And when they come across as ignorant, because we're so open into understanding, like, and we've been taking in a lot of their content for so long, when they come off as ignorant, it's like, he crazy. You don't even have kettles in your house. You're not talking my name. But obviously, things are different over here than it is over there.
Yeah.
So like when they start talking ignorant, that's when we start to do stuff like put kettles as your DP and you're
Well,
whistling in
not
group
to
chats and that.
not to like put fire to the fuel, but like you're saying, American people are mad like ignorant. They think all we do over here is drink tea
Crumpets
and
and
eat and crumpets and talk like the Queen
posh.
does.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Good
day.
afternoon,
Good
chat.
afternoon.
Are you doing, Governor? You're right.
And it's so crazy because even within their own the country, some of them have never even left.
Yeah.
Like to go
Some
to
of them don't even have passports.
you know what I'm saying? So like,
All they know is America.
do you know what I'm saying? So
So have you got an experience of America?
Yeah. When I was because I lived in Miami as well for 4 months.
Oh, okay.
First time I went there, the first thing what you said about they think that everyone drinks tea and that. I went to like a clothes store just to buy a pair of trainers. When I walked in, I said, "Yo, guys, you guys got this in size 10 UK." Everyone just stopped like this.
right, yeah,
Like,
exactly.
where you from? London. Yo, man, we got a nigga from London.
I can just imagine it.
I swear down.
Y'all got niggas in London?
And then I was like, yeah, size 10 UK.
Yeah, exactly. Focus.
And then like the girl came to me, she goes, "Oh, you're from London?" I was like, "Yeah, damn." And I'm like, "Yeah." Then the guy was like, "What? You got black people in London?"
crazy.
I'm like, "Bro,"
I don't understand.
I'm like, the UK is like a mini version of America.
Yeah.
Alright, we might not have a lot of like Latino, Hispanics or whatever, you know what I mean? But we got,
Oh, well, when you
but
go
we got-
Camberwell when a different castle, you'll find them. You'll find them.
I remember something specifically. Krept and Conan, there was one time they were on Hot 97.
Yeah.
And they were asking them about like their lyrics.
Yeah.
And they were telling them like what life in London is like if you're on the block.
Yeah.
And they were just like, I don't get how you guys can be like that and talk so proper. He's like, bruv, we don't talk proper. Bruv, you think this is proper?
Yeah,
but to them, no matter what you say, you can say the most gangster shit.
Yeah,
you
you'll
can
say,
say, I saw my ops and I dipped him down.
This
Boom,
nigga
boom.
talk like the Queen,
Yeah,
yo.
like, this nigga talk so posh, man.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
They're very narrow-minded, the Americans, you know what I mean? And a lot of them are not even educated.
Yeah.
Like you said, like, I met a lot of Americans, half of them don't have passports.
Yeah.
A lot of them have they've never left the country.
Yeah.
So,
like really tiny towns. Some of them are still stuck in the fish.
yeah.
But then at the same time,
really.
I get why a lot of them haven't left their country. Just if you think about the sheer size of that country.
No, but not even left the country. Some people are born in the same
the
place. They
town.
even gone to the
Yeah,
neighboring
yeah,
state.
yeah,
They haven't even left the
yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Because if you did, your head would be working
But
properly.
that's
But
mad that they didn't have kettles though. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know, we have kettles in
like
Nigeria.
I seen this one video. Ladies making tea, and she brought out a pot. I closed the video. I said, "You haven't even started properly."
The process is wrong,
Bro, like she's brought out a pot,
like,
and then like
she's whipping,
bro,
work,
throwing bare things in there, like bare stuff in there, and then what they do is when they bring it to a boil and then they let it cool, and that's their version of making tea, wherever the hell she's from. I'm thinking, bro, like I
And
could have
they-
done this
and
5
they use
times.
the-
Like,
and they use the microwave as well, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
Like-
they'll be like, oh, you want
use the microwave.
They use the like they'll put water in a bowl or in a cup,
Yeah.
put it in the microwave 5 minutes.
That's how they warm the water.
Oh, yeah, because that's technically what the microwave
Fam.
is.
but I just don't get. Like,
That's why you can't put like
Every
potatoes and
time
shit because
making
it
tea, you're
literally
playing
just
sea-biz, bruv.
whatever water is in your food, whatever
It will
water
seep
content in your
dry
food, it just it raises the temperature of that, and then it heats up everything around it.
Let me ask you guys a question, because like she's talking about Clubhouse and Americans in UK. Do you guys think that English and Americans play a key part in terms of like the culture and social media?
Of course.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Because I feel like without it,
Yeah.
because I feel like our culture is very. It's like what drives all this shade borough and all this stuff. I feel like
It's
it's our
Americanized,
culture
yeah,
is like that's fueling this kind of stuff
yeah.
and it's making it all flow. So there's always the conversation point where
I'm gonna say
all
they
that
set
stuff.
the trend. They
Yeah.
set whatever trend it is,
Yeah.
and by the time it gets over here, or when it is over here, we then kind of switch something, a little aspect of it, to fit like our life.
and you know what it is? I feel like
Because
it's-
they have DJ
I feel
Academics,
like-
we have on Just Bait.
Jokes. You're taking the piss. I feel.
Tim Westwood TV.
Hey, that's it, just bait.
Just me. I feel like we've got our own stuff here. That's just us, but it doesn't feel like it reaches over there.
Because
So
they
that's
don't
you
want
think
it
so?
to.
yeah.
facts.
No. Do you know what it is?
Nah,
I feel like
I
it,
disagree, I
I feel like
disagree.
it. I feel like
Bro,
it does.
honestly,
I feel like it
doesn't reach
does.
the masses like theirs does.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I feel
So
like
think
Nah,
about
that's
think
a
about
lie.
think about like Pop Smoke
Yeah.
and how big Pop Smoke got over here, and then think about what is the last UK rapper
All right.
that's really big.
Right, let me
in
say
America?
something. Let me say something. Pop Smoke, yeah.
Mhm.
He's producer.
He's no,
He's
I know
British.
he's British, yeah.
But let me say something. The UK, right now, in terms of culture-wise, we are killing it. I'll tell you why. Now, goes back to Dutch. I don't care what my man done. I don't like all this whatever. But you gotta respect him in terms of his work ethic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the only artist. This is not artist, but he's the only entertainment person in the industry this year that has been successful in less than a short period of time.
Oh, facts, yeah.
You gotta respect Dutch in terms of work rate. Yeah.
Facts.
So what Dutch has brought to us, Dutch has kind of opened the door. People need to like use their head properly. My man made collabs with people from Australia.
Yeah.
Regardless of like Burner from Junction, wherever, he done that little remix with them people from like western suburbs in Australia. Because I've been there before, and I'm not gonna lie to you, Australia, bro, is sticky out there.
Active.
It's real active. So obviously, what Dutch has done, man's done collabs with people from Turkey, Albania. So he's opened the door, innit? Pop Smoke, if you look at his producer, he's messing with people from the UK.
Yeah.
So right now, Drill started off from Chicago in America. But now when people think Drill, they think about UK. The UK is killing it right now.
You put a little spin on it and then
Boom.
it's- yeah.
But the only
killing
thing,
it.
I agree. The only thing I would just say is that they don't embrace our culture the same way that we embrace
And,
it.
you know,
When I
I
say
don't know,
embrace,
man.
I don't see a figurehead, right? So, and the prime example of that will be, I feel like this is what like shows the difference between like UK and the US.
Yeah,
Gigs on KMT.
yeah.
They listen to that shit and they go,
Yeah,
"This shit
turn that
is
shit
trash."
That's a
That
typical
shit
ass.
that shit used to come on wherever we were at. Did it come on when we went wireless?
Crazy.
I remember it coming on in.
Not wireless.
I was in second year uni and it was going off in clubs.
Every
That's
time it would come up in
2000.
club, that Batman, da-na-na, da-na-na, that
Yeah,
that
crazy.
bar,
Yeah, crazy.
I used to go
Crazy.
crap. I used to
Crazy.
lose my shit.
What?
If I had a drink, I'm throwing up in the air. Fight me.
guy's
I don't
funny, man.
care.
Crazy.
Fight
Hey,
me.
you're funny.
I don't fight me. That little but you see them, they play it, they go, "What the fuck is this trash? The fuck is it doing the Batman noise for? This shit is trash. This what y'all niggas doing in London?
Yeah,
Like
I
the
know.
fuck?"
They're not willing to. I feel like, and a lot of them put it on the way we speak. But
Yeah.
it's like, bro, like
They
we've been.
the one thing they say the most, sorry to cut you off, the one thing they say the most that pisses me off is like, yeah, their clarity is just not there. It's just not there. We speak the Queen's English, bro. It's literally called the Queen's English.
Yeah.
You guys speak phonetics, whatever it is that you speak over there.
See what
And
I'm
you-
talking about.
No,
This is what I'm talking
no,
about.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
do this.
I'm sorry. No, it gets me riled up because they'll be like, oh, because I watch a lot of like Americans react to
Okay,
like you like
On
like
YouTube, yeah.
They'll be like, oh, there's the reason why. That's why, like, they say Stormzy and like Dave do better out there because they like over enunciate every single word. So like it's very clear.
They can pick up.
But like
easier
they'll
over
be
there.
saying, oh yeah, I didn't catch that bar. I think it might be the accent.
Open your ears, bro.
So you think Americans are not respecting the English talent? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, facts. They're
I
not.
don't know, man.
No,
disagree,
I would
man.
say they're respecting it. I would say
How?
it's slowly building up.
Yeah.
And I feel like once they can get over this nonsense idea that the way we speak is stopping them from understanding us, then you'd be, because a lot of them are taking us in. A lot of them are taking us in, except for like when you watch the reaction channels and said, and like they will spit a bar. You will hear the artist one way, then he will say, yeah, man said this and that. You're like, bro, that is not what man said.
Like I'll hit the
bar. That's a language barrier. That's a language
barrier.
No,
the same language.
No, yeah, but they pronounce words
differently. No, but
they pronounce it the wrong way.
But it is a language barrier. It's miscommunication, bro.
And I feel like if at least you're gonna do a reaction to music, just get the lyrics up. If you wanna at least, so you know exactly, if that's what your channel's about and you wanna pursue that, get the lyrics up, because there's
a bit of genius and actually understand what's going on.
Because a lot of the artists that they listen to, especially the big ones, their lyrics are ingenious, like it's up there. So you want to
just read it.
Just read, no, like just because there's
to get context.
You know what I'm saying? There's these two guys that react. They don't even react to everything. They just react to songs. If your songs don't have bars, like if it's not a serious thing, they're not listening to like Young Thug, Lil Key. They're writing all of those niggas off. So it has to be like stuff with content in it, right? So like, they will listen to like Dave and Avelino or something like that, and they will have the lyrics up, because sometimes obviously the way we pronounce and stick stuff together and like we can understand it, but they might not be able to, but they will get the lyrics up.
I just always thought British English was always clearer.
Yeah, just because you live in London, bro.
No, like
in
even
America,
before.
in America they say
I'm
different.
talking about even before. Before I came over here, I used to always think I would listen to a British person speak.
We were talking about London. When it gets to Birmingham, Manny,
accent's
Liverpool.
different.
Them, they're not speaking.
They don't realise even in London that we have the
different.
accents.
Oh yeah, they think that's it. Yeah.
They're not educated, man.
Because when you go, if you're from like South and you go to East and you hear something, you're like, I don't know where you're from.
Yeah, like they're kind of Cockney kind of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or like them Birmingham people, them up people, up people.
You see what I'm saying? English ain't it.
Hey, listen, I'm not English. I told you, it's the colonizers' language.
You guys are idiot. You're gonna get us ruined on YouTube, fam.
I just came from a job interview. I hope you're not watching this. Colonizers' language. And you want to fucking get a job from a fucking colonizer? I'm just joking. It's just a joke, comedy style. I'm kidding. But like, it's you know what I'm saying? Like, you go up north and it just like Newcastle. Jesus, the way they speak.
Oh,
fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. Like Liverpool.
Sadio Mane.
Like Liverpool.
Best player in the league.
But yeah, like they don't even know. Like Americans wouldn't know. They'll hear the accent and they'll think that they're just from anything that's not London accent. They just think they're from like Scotland.
That's the problem with Americans, because they're not educated, bro.
Yeah.
They're not educated.
It's crazy.
Let's be real, they're not educated.
I don't even know they don't do geography.
I'm about to say.
Don't do geography.
Geography in America.
And I said, can you name a country on this whole map? They're pointing somewhere Africa. They think Africa's a country, bro.
Have you seen back in the day when World Star Hip Hop used to do those questions?
That was hilarious.
And then they asked the Americans, "What's the capital of your country?" Where's Africa? Africa's
in Africa.
Like, it's like, bro, seriously, you know what I mean?
Africa?
Africa. You know the thing is, it was hard for me to. Obviously, it's funny, innit? But if I think about it, when I used to think about that video seriously, I'm thinking, are these lot being real? Because like,
no, they're being for real.
This is mad. I think it was only until like one of those videos where like they were asking. I forgot what it was on Twitter. They were asking some questions in it, and then I think at the end of the video they clarified that they don't teach them geography in it. And I'm thinking it makes sense.
A Jimmy Kimmel thing. When they ask people, can you name a country, just one country on this whole entire map, like the whole map? Can you name a country?
Any country.
The US represents the two different extremes in life.
Yeah.
Like you get the smartest people, you get the dumbest people, you get the fattest people, you get the skinniest. Like you're just two extremes. Like that's just what that country is. Like there's no middle. You're either this or you're that.
Right.
That's the way they roll.
Funny enough, on Clubhouse yesterday, I was speaking with some American women, and they're like, "Oh yeah, there's a guy."
Fucking tart.
There was a guy.
You had your gold teeth in as well, don't like?
No,
Clubhouse swat. You waste, man.
No. Wait. No, shut up.
I've never been on Clubhouse.
Do you know why? Because this guy.
Go on, do it. Go on, risk it. Go on.
No, you do this too much.
Carry on your story, bro. Carry on your story, bro.
What does he have on you?
What
does he have?
Hey, I beg my carry the story, bro.
These
These two American girls carry on, fam.
What does he have on you, bro?
Can you shut up?
No, what does he have?
Yo, I beg my. What the American girl saying? Go on.
Look at what happened.
She was like, oh yeah. He's really big. He's like a celebrity, and I think his name starts with, I think it's Mo, and we're like, Mo big. Mo the comedian. And she's like, no. I mean, he's really big. Like, he used to have this girlfriend, and then something happened. I was thinking, fam, what? And she gone to check, and she knew about Mo Karoma.
Him?
Bro, I was like, what? How the hell?
I don't think you would know him. You doubt you
Some
know
yeah.
him.
cheaper guy is like.
And she's like, I was thinking, fuck,
Mo
how
Karoma
the
was
hell
big.
they know about Mo Karoma, fam?
No, but then she's probably looking at. I don't know. Does he have a YouTube? Does he have content on YouTube? Because if he does, it's probably like with his babes.
I swear I still don't
And
know
if
this guy is.
it's with his babes, if that's the kind of content, then it makes sense why she knows him. If it's content with his
She
girl
was thinking,
and stuff
he's
like
really
that.
big. I was thinking, really big Mo.
Mo,
The only one I knew
like
was Mo
obviously
comedian.
props to him and what he's doing, but
Yeah.
Mo like they pick up certain things. If it's relationship videos that he's got on YouTube, then it makes sense why she would know him.
And she knew and she knew that Iman Kellum guy as well.
I don't know
She
who that
recognized
is.
it. 14?
I don't know who this is.
I don't know that.
Oh my man,
14?
You're
For
gonna-
goodness sake.
yeah.
You know the when he done that the pregnancy scare thing.
No
And
job,
he told his dad,
no GCSE.
No job, no GCSE. You
you
will end up in
You seen
McDonald's.
the video?
No clue.
Okay,
Rah.
rah.
So I
Legend,
don't watch social media like that.
I feel you.
Okay,
That's
fair
a
play,
legend.
fair play.
Listen,
Yeah, that's-
legendary
I
video.
have no clue. who they're
Yeah,
talking
legendary.
about.
Yeah,
But
but the more videos is relationship things, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
Because they you know the girls they'll watch all
Yeah,
the
all of them
relationship
stuff.
top to
Yeah,
bottom.
yeah.
They'll watch 100. You know what? I hate those channels, yeah, because the first 3 videos you watch, yeah, you can kind of believe what they're going through, but you've dropped a video consistently a week for like 2 years, pranks, bro. Your babes know
you
you're
must have
playing
clocked on
pranks.
by
Like,
now.
what's going on? The camera ain't really hidden well.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm
You can
saying?
see
Like
exactly,
this
so-
prank ain't really a prank.
It's not. It's like that guy who does the pissing off my African parents one.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what?
Yeah, for the first couple ones.
The first couple of
couple,
ones.
they were-
Oh
But then
my.
afterwards,
Do you know
it's
about
like,
this?
yeah.
It's the funniest thing ever. There's just this guy, like his dad. He does it to his dad the most.
Yeah.
Like, his dad might just be there, just
pouring
chilling,
himself a
Yeah.
drink.
just pouring
And
himself.
he'll
it'll
push
just-
the boundaries.
It's never pushing the boundaries. It just shows what African parents get pissed off by. Like, he'll just barge into the room and just start singing like rock music.
songs.
And he'll be like,
And he'll be like,
When my heart starts bleeding.
me.
Now have you seen the most recent one?
The most recent one when they were doing the Thanksgiving dinner, like they're praying, they're saying, "Oh Lord, Father, Lord, thank you for this Thanksgiving dinner week." And he just got up, stabbed the turkey, and he just said, "Somebody must die tonight."
Moving crazy.
Is this on YouTube?
it's
No,
on
it's on
it's
Instagram.
probably on
Yeah,
YouTube as well.
yeah,
It's
it's
probably on
on
YouTube.
It's
like
just
TikTok and that.
Yeah, it's just so stupid.
What is he English? Is he English?
No, he's
No,
American.
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 Okay.
Did you watch the Mobos? Anybody watch the Mobos?
No,
You watch the Mobos? Oh, okay, nobody watched the Mobos, but Jay Huss didn't win anything.
You're lying.
Conspiracy.
No, Jay Huss didn't
You're
win
lying.
It's
nothing.
a big,
nothing.
Jay
big
Huss didn't win
conspiracy.
Who? Okay, what categories are he in? Or like
conspiracy.
who won over him?
He Nines.
9-1.
You're taking a
Nine
piss,
one.
man.
I ain't gonna lie, but big up Jay Huss, I know him personally, bruv.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's
Oh yeah, it's from Newham. Yeah.
that's like your favorite. It's our favorite artist.
Nines.
Yeah.
Like respect to Nines,
Like,
but
Nines
is
what?
good, though.
That's
Nines
Nines
is
is
good.
good, but Jay
But
Huss.
Big conspiracy.
Like-
Revolutionary.
No, but you know,
That's a big
this is the
conspiracy
thing.
for
I
real.
wanna know,
What
I
the
wanna
hell?
know what year Thingy came out. Not even big conspiracy.
Common sense.
Common sense.
Common sense.
Because the mobile hasn't been around since 2017. So this is like an award that's supposed to encapsulate everything from then.
Okay.
And in my opinion, you know I've always said this, Common Sense by Jay Huss is the best album that's come out by any
Like,
British
ask-
artist
asking-
or rapper.
Asking the
Ever.
American people, the first person they mentioned was Jay Huss.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
As in the
Like-
consistency in that album is crazy.
Like
from
Common
back to
Sense, and
front.
then to then come back with big conspiracy.
He had
and the
no
fact that he
right
didn't
making
win,
such a project like
he
Common
didn't win
Sense.
nothing. Just shows because you know a lot of Americans talk about the Grammys and how they got it wrong. And I just think the mobiles yesterday. I think big up to Nines because obviously
Yeah, no,
like the
solid.
album.
The album's
Yeah,
doing
solid.
numbers.
The album's great. It's a very very good like body of work, but even
not-
to not win nothing,
Yeah.
nothing, not even like a
Not Common Sense.
create
big
something
conspiracy.
for him, like nothing.
So he won nothing.
He didn't win nothing.
That's crazy.
And I genuinely thought that Stormzy, Dutch, and Thingy would win, and Tion would win Song of the Year.
Who won?
I
Young
don't
T
know.
and Bugsy. That was a big song.
For what?
What, the
What
Rush?
one?
Yeah,
The Rush.
Oh no,
That's
they
a
have
big
to.
song.
No,
No, they
you
have to still.
You have
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
it was a big song, but I'm talking about in terms of
No,
Because they made the whole Don't Rush
See,
challenge. The
that-
influence
yeah,
was
TikTok.
gone,
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
God.
no, but I
Yeah.
don't know though.
No,
it was
you
gone.
know.
I don't
No,
know.
The
trust me,
thing
you
is,
know.
cause you know what the thing is, the song was a.
Man said I don't know. You know.
You know. Bro,
The thing is-
I'm not on TikTok in it, but like that
Yeah,
song,
every
lockdown.
Sorry. The one that frustrated me the most is the LMA one best album.
Who?
LMA.
Who's that? I
LMA.
don't know what that is.
It's May.
May.
Nobody calls
Oh
her
yeah.
LMA.
She
Booed
sings
up.
that song. Yeah, Boot Up. Yeah,
She
yeah.
won
Yeah.
best
She won
what?
Best album.
Over Huss.
Over who?
J-Hus!
Over Huss.
Ow!
It's the power of the girls, isn't it?
That album had
It's the
two
power of
good
the girls.
songs. I'm sorry, that album
You're
had
lying.
two good songs.
Wow.
Yo, someone needs to rob her of that.
No,
logo.
I'll get up the winners and the of each category.
That's crazy.
So, I think
Like-
House must have got targeted, man.
No,
I don't know what the industry's doing, but
I'm not gonna lie, over the last 5 years, award shows, they've been very
very higgy,
So-
very
it's
higgy,
not a real representation of
Okay,
Of
what's going on
winner
here.
of album of the year.
very higgy.
Nines, crabs in the back bucket. I
Hi.
can't read fast.
Hi.
Jesus
Man
Christ.
just did an interview
I'm
for
like
a
that.
job.
I'm like that. Fucking South African indie.
In the
Okay.
I've seen that one. I've seen that one.
Jolting.
And the way just go ash.
He said,
Man
this
don't-
word is fucking my bomb. Like,
I see that one. I see. That was funny.
Album
Bro.
of the year.
Yeah.
Crabs in a bucket. Nines.
Big up Nines.
Okay. Best R&B/soul act. Mahalia. H won best newcomer. I feel like Dutch could have got that, but obviously
H?
Yeah, H.
Who's H?
H.
Exactly.
The white boy.
No, I'm playing.
The
I'm
white
not gonna
boy.
say anything about that, man. I don't think man deserves to win that.
Thank you.
100%,
I agree.
I don't
100%.
think he deserves to win that.
Best producer J5, obviously.
Yeah,
Best
crazy.
grime act.
Wait. So he won best producer, but Huss didn't win best. Are you fucking
Yeah,
dumb?
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Jeremy won best grime act. Wizkid won best African act.
I don't know about that. I think Burna Boy should have won something.
Burna Boy did
Wizkid?
win something. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Wizkid, he's the
Burna
goat
Boy,
still.
Burna Boy, then Heady won best male act.
And he won.
Yeah, Heady
Best
won
male act.
best male act.
That's tough. I don't know
I
about
feel like
No.
again, Chunks obviously won best media personality. NSG won
Big man.
for video of the year with Lupita.
Yes.
Michael Ward, best performance in a TV show. Burna Boy won best international act,
that.
which is weird because if man didn't win best African act,
How's he winning international? I don't know.
okay, maybe because he's bigger in America than Wiz.
I feel you.
Yeah, he is. Even the same lady was saying they prefer Burna over.
And then they did
Wizkid
the
than
best.
Davido.
So they did best album from 2017 to 2019, and that is the one that LMA won.
LMA.
That doesn't make sense, man.
LMA.
So
How
what
did
is
how did they
J
judge
House,
it? How did they judge
Common
these things?
Sense.
How
Even
did-
Stormzy had a good album as well, bro.
Yeah.
How do they judge this? Is it by numbers? Is it by sales? Is it by
So
like,
J
how
House
much
Common
media
Sense came out
traction?
in 2017. I do not give a fuck. That is the best album.
wasn't even
yeah.
nominated.
Oh, it wasn't nominated.
It wasn't even
He was nominated for best album this year, but I'm saying to not even nominated him for best album between 2017 till now for Common Sense makes no sense.
The album's very diverse as well, man.
Crazy.
Bro,
Very diverse.
It's
that
got
album.
because I remember there was one time when I was speaking to going to name drop because obviously I was speaking to Nines when I met him, and even he was saying that if he made an album like Common Sense, he will retire because that album has everything. No matter who you
It's
are,
solid.
Yeah.
it's got
He
everything
had
for
no
everyone.
right
It's
making
got
such a
the
project.
people on road singing
Yeah,
singing wherever it is on there, and then it's got the tunes for the girls. It's got everything.
Yeah, it's cold still.
It's the industry, innit?
Yeah, that's crazy. Do
Industry,
you know
bro.
do you know how they judge this? Like, on what merit do you get nominated for, or like do
You
you win
just,
a award?
I'm guessing you submit, innit? You just submit based on whether you want to be considered for a nomination.
No, but then like,
It's
would it?
the label that submits
Yeah.
for you.
So then
and
how-
you
how-
award with people that vote,
Yeah, and
but
then
then a couple of them were public voted.
Yeah.
And public votes put LMA.
Some of the
And then-
categories are public voted, and some of them is like a group of people that they choose to make a decision on who wins.
And they put LMA over J House.
Man,
Everyone
the
should
industry is messed up, man. That's what like I always say to people, yeah. Whenever like what you guys are doing, you guys, I see you guys as young entrepreneurs. You know what I mean? Whatever you guys do, remember these two key words: equity and ownership, bro.
facts.
You know what I mean? Make sure you got equity to whatever you do. Make sure you got ownership to whatever you do.
That is facts.
Because when the industry see you,
They'll
because
try to take
I've
advantage.
had people come towards me, yo, let me sign you, bro. If there's no ownership or equity
To what I'm doing.
to what I'm doing, I'm not gonna sign nothing. You know what I mean? That goes back to that girl. What's that girl? Eva Doe, whatever. Doe, whatever.
IVD.
IVD.
Oh yeah, now
She's-
she can't even. She's not
she's
even.
going
she
through
hasn't got
something.
That's
a
so
name
sad.
and that.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But she doesn't know her equity and her ownership.
Yeah, that's so
There's a
sad.
lot of people just signing off a deal.
Yeah,
Just to get the
Like
bread up.
17
get
bags,
some-
but like you're worth,
some
like,
jewelry.
Worth more
you're
over
worth more
time,
than 17
yeah.
bags.
Over
But obviously, I don't know the situation, what's going on
But
between
that
Huss
was
and.
crook, though.
know what I mean?
Because obviously you need to have the money to make
Yeah.
a profit, right like that.
Yeah.
Quick, just like that.
No, but you know
You
the
blame
thing.
him.
No, don't blame him. And you know what the thing
It's
is,
business.
I don't blame him though.
It's business.
No, it's business. You know what? it is? You know.
This is what
like-
people need to understand. A lot of people.
Imagine if someone sees like the potential in the pot.
It's
and they
business.
decide off the
Yeah.
top of their head then they're gonna copyright the name.
Do it.
But then but you don't own it.
Okay, but they will change the name.
The problem, you know what the thing is?
This is
You
the
can
point.
change your name. You can change your name. You can.
No, you change it. But
No,
this
you
is the
can
point.
change your name. You
If
can
you
change your
don't,
name.
if you don't realize, if you're starting off and you don't know, and you're not going to take time to educate yourself to fully understand,
If you get finesse.
if we're going, like the reason why we haven't copyrighted Nothing New Podcast is because if you take it, bro. What we do isn't defined by our name.
Exactly.
We will happily change the name to something else. We'll change the name to Mons Clem's and no one
I
cares.
will build upon that.
Yeah,
So it is
or
what it
we'll
is.
change it to No Niggas Permitted Podcast. I don't know. It'll still be the NNP, but we'll do something else.
Yeah.
Like, change your name. Stop complaining over spilled milk. And everybody wants to come on and say, this, that, and the third. Listen, it's business. People are out to scam you. And if you let them scam you, you show your bum.
And
You
the
just
thing
go-
is,
you go-
they
yeah,
pam it.
yeah.
with the
You
way,
show your
with the
bum, they
way-
pam it.
Yeah.
with the way music has been going, and like everyone knows of instances where someone got shagged out of a deal.
So why don't you take
why
time
would
to
you
educate
not?
yourself?
You know what I'm saying? But boy,
Take time, educate yourself before you do anything. And if you're not ready, don't think about the short. I feel like a lot of people
Just
see
don't sign
short-term
anything.
gain.
Yeah.
There's like, because obviously, like when you watch a lot of these American things and they go through all these label like problems and stuff.
yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, you only gave me 50,000. Now I'm streaming. At Spotify end of the year, you've done 1 billion streams and you didn't touch none of that, bro. You didn't believe in it. Like you needed the money at the time. I get it. You didn't like. You could have just held on to it. That 50,000. You don't know what it can become in a year from now.
That's what a lot of people don't know their worth, bro.
Especially
You know what
when
I mean?
I would get it if it was like, let's say I made an album that I didn't care about.
Yeah.
Like I'm an artist, I made an album I didn't care about. And somebody goes,
And a
okay,
throwaway
cool,
thing.
I'll give you 50 bucks for it. If I know that a year from now, if the album is worth 1 billion, it means nothing to me because my values don't come from money.
100%.
Fair enough. But if that's what you place your value on,
Yeah.
then
throw
don't
things
just throw it away.
Yeah.
It's that simple. But everybody wants to be crying over spilled milk. I'm not here for it, man. Move on.
Come on,
Go change your name. Go create a new artist. Be like P Diddy, man. Change your name like 5,000 times.
that P Diddy, bro, the biggest crook in the
Half
game.
Daddy,
Man.
P Diddy,
Be everything.
Fuck, yeah.
Diddy.
He's the biggest
That's
crook in
Diddy,
the-
yeah.
He's the biggest crook in the
boy,
game, man.
yeah.
If that guy came to me with a deal, he said a mil right now, I'll burn that contract in his face.
Burn the contract?
I'll burn the contract because you know what it is.
I'll do the same. I'll do the
There's
same.
always problems with that guy. There's always people
One
coming
kind
out.
of loophole, fam.
Yeah, there's always a way that he's gonna finesse his art. I'm
Now
not
you
even
gotta
like
make
even
500 albums in a month.
Bro, even Birdman as well. If he came to me with a
Oh,
deal,
but that
I'm
was a crook.
burning
Worst
that
one.
thing in his face because bro, like as in,
Lil Wayne, fam, he had all the Bentleys, all the everything, but he had no bread.
no
Yeah.
bread.
That's what it. But then this is the thing. It just goes back to our culture as a whole, man. We see things in life that I don't know what it is, but like as black people, we've been conditioned to want those things. So we see a big Mercedes.
Yeah,
And
the
we're thinking,
Mercedes, yeah,
I want this
exactly.
Mercedes.
Yeah, exactly.
You see the range.
Man,
you see
man.
someone driving the G-Wagon.
Yeah.
He
Now-
flosses one bust down watch in front of
Yeah.
you. Now you're
and
talking
now
for
you're-
him, bro.
exactly.
But it's a facade. Listen,
It's
all
a
of it-
facade.
It's a facade, bro.
It's a
It's a
facade.
facade because like I saw something like two days ago on social media, and I didn't know this that there's a lot of girls, Instagram models from the UK. They're going to Dubai.
Oh, you didn't know this?
Oh, you
know
didn't
this?
know?
Oh.
What did you man know this?
Oh,
Standard.
yeah, that's
Bro,
standard.
I'm
Yeah.
like I said, I don't pay attention
Yeah, I
to social
feel you.
media. So
Standard.
like when I saw this, girls are getting paid 20k, 40k.
There was even a
Like-
recent altercation between I don't know if you call them like influencers or whatever you want to call them. Whatever
In
you used to
Dubai.
They went in Dubai, so it's there. I don't know if you were on Twitter at that time. It's called some lady posted a picture and she was like, she captioned it, "Whitney, come and get your man." Right. So that the girl in that instance, yeah, basically she was on she doesn't work. She's got no source of income, but yet she's flying out to Dubai regularly. She's doing this, she's
Getting
doing
pissed
that.
on, man.
So obviously,
It's not even her, it's her clients.
so she,
fucked, yeah.
so
People go to Dubai to imagine going to Dubai to get pissed on.
Bro.
I carried you for your mum
Bro.
carried you for 9 months, gave bomb to
So-
you.
so obviously-
so you can let some shake be pissing on you,
What's that
shaking
shit?
his shite.
You said
Fuck. Fuck.
Yo, dumb.
Do you know, bro? That
Bro,
bit-
there was a situation. Chill. There was a situation where not even just the one. Forget the one I was about to explain. There's a situation where this girl wrote a long paragraph about her experience going there, and basically they paid her I think it was 20k to go out there and free it up. Right?
20k.
20k. So
For how
obviously
long? For how long?
it was. I think it was 3
That's
nights.
like, is it worth it? He's
No,
trying to think.
Nah,
Is it
bro.
worth it?
Hey, listen, I've got a girl in it,
20,000.
and I'm not gay, bro. You get me? So like,
So
I'm just asking for how
So I
long
think
in
it
it.
was-
Hold on.
It was
So-
20K for
so
3 nights.
There's a woman out there, yeah. 20k, you 3 nights. You don't have a girl. Are you going?
I don't have a girl.
You don't. Let's say you don't have a
I'm
girl.
gonna
Are
go
you
to
going?
another a next place country
Yeah, for 20 bags.
to get pissed on.
No.
Let me finish the scenario. Let me finish it.
No way, man.
So it's an initial 20k for 3 nights. I think it was 3 nights.
Yeah.
And then she gets there. They're in a hotel. You stay in your hotel. When you get called,
You come out.
you
You know what
come
time
out.
it
You
is.
come into the room. You know what time it is.
God.
So obviously she's.
You know what time it is? That's sparks.
So she goes into the room.
Mad.
Yeah. She goes into the room.
Yeah.
First guy comes in, pams him, bam, bam, bam. You
And
know
she
what?
thinks she's done for the night.
Relax. She ain't done. She ain't going nowhere. So obviously.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. You're blind.
So obviously, Donnie's finished and he's ejaculated on her face. Now she's gone to wipe it off. He's gone, no, leave it on. The next brother's come in and left his mess on her face as well. And basically they just let it pile on. Then I think the 4th brother comes in and he's left. Now this is the crazy part. He didn't start off beating. He said lie down. He shut on her chest and then he pamped.
Alright, get me out of here, man.
He's shut on her chest and he's panned her in it. Now Deep, she's explaining all of this, yeah. Bro, Deep, she's explaining all of this. And the point where she goes, he shut on my chest, yeah. She then carries on the next sentence. In that moment, I miss my boyfriend so much. I wish I
Sure, we're regretting every single time.
Bro, I just closed it. I said,
Wait. Sorry, she had a boyfriend.
She had a
this time. All this time.
She had a boyfriend, but she flew. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the kind of place, like, Dubai. If you got the power and the connections and you know the right people, those are the kind of things that's why I like influencers, people, like, certain people,
Imagine.
they're attaining certain things
Your babes have
in
just
ways
come back
that you
from
don't know.
being
And obviously,
really shattered.
they're influencing other people to want those things, but
You don't know what
you
they
don't know what they're
where
doing.
it got from.
to
You
get
don't
the
know where you
thing,
got it
you know
from.
what I'm
What
saying?
kind of sacrifice
She'll
they're
come back
making
with
to-
20, 30, right?
Exactly.
And the funny thing is, yeah, Donnie said it's an extra 5k if you ever shit on your chest.
And she said, yeah.
But you're already taking
Bonus.
20k and 3 niggas have nutted in your face, bro. You
Bonus.
ain't got nothing to lose at this point.
Exactly,
But like,
that's it.
do you know what I'm saying? So situations like that, like, and then she'll come back home with 20k at LV
Exactly,
bag,
that's
and
it.
this
It
and you're
never-
thinking,
you're
yeah, like,
thinking
raw,
like
like.
People are
she's
saying,
gone,
oh, I
man.
want that. It's a
Not knowing.
facade.
And that's
man.
the
It's a
situation.
facade,
That's
man.
that kind of situation is what led to what happened a couple of days ago, where one girl reached out to another girl who was taking part and stuff like that. I don't know if she's getting shot out, but she reached out to a certain individual who's living that life in it, and she said, "Rah, like, I want to
Get involved.
attain the things that you lot attain in the future." So she's flown out. She bought a ticket. The girl was like, "Listen, get a ticket. I'll take care of your accommodation." And then they're there now, and obviously the altercation happens, and I think there was beef between the girls there, which is how the situation went public in it. And so now they're talking about, yeah, she doesn't work. What she does is fly out to fuck uncles. The girls come online to say, listen, my boyfriend knows what I do. My girlfriend knows what I do. She's got a boyfriend and a girlfriend in London. They know that she flies out
That
to
dynamic
free
doesn't
out.
even
I'm
sound
confused. She's
correct.
got a man, she's got a girl.
She's got a man
That's
and
called
a
a
girl.
polyamorous relationship.
Right, and then she flies out, and they know she flies out to entertain such situations.
How can
They
you?
get the money,
How can you have a man and have a girl that's
Yeah,
separate?
the maths,
But-
the maths.
It's
is
just a crazy
The
situation.
maths is not
It's
maths.
not
It's not
massive,
massive,
though.
but like the whole situation is crazy, but like it just goes to show like the influence that can have on people where they want to attain certain
That's a
things.
facade, innit?
I
You
just,
don't know.
I just want to know, like, are all those things, like, those LV bags, those Gucci belt or whatever Gucci handbag that you have, is it really worth being shat on?
No,
Like,
but
We'll have to get one of them on the pod to know, innit?
Bro, you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to.
No, BMT, like, if you're listening and you do this, like, I'm actually mad interested. Like, I want to have a conversation with you about where you place your, like, your values in life, because, like, you've gone wrong somewhere, and let's retrace the steps so we can fix it, because nobody should be born to be shat on.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
that's
you're
disgusting.
letting man them shit on you
And
willy-nilly.
what's worse than that is the niggas that are coming into the room to do it. Like, don't you have no shame? Like, you've come into shit on girls.
No. These are the same girls that, like, God forbid, please, Jesus Christ. This is what I'm saying. Father, Lord, Jesus, please, do not send me a trash bag wife.
That's a trash
Because
bag wife.
imagine you hide this 10 years later. Oh, a friend, Whitney. Do you remember the time we were in Dubai and that shit shat on your chest? I'm killing myself.
Yo, wrap up the podcast, man. Wrap up the podcast, man. You guys are taking this.
No, you have to really find out
It's one of them ones where, like, if that was to even happen and you broke up with her, you took your ring back, you can't even tell the man them why you left your wife.
No, you can't.
You can't even.
That's
tell
embarrassing.
them, you
She
can't.
called me cheating.
Yeah, she called me cheating. You can't even tell them your wife used to get shot on by shit in her 20s and that.
Yeah, long.
That's crazy. And it's the same kind of girl that will, will air the average man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if man knew you was getting your chest shot on, we would You know what I'm saying? But
That's why don't believe. You see social media. Don't believe everything on social
exactly.
media. It's a
all
facade,
highlights,
bro.
exactly. It's
All these
highlights.
girls that go
That's
to Hackersands and all the man them like stunting with the rollies, bruv. Go to the house. How are they living?
Mattress on the floor.
Check their fridge.
yeah.
How's the mum? You know what I
They're
mean?
They're drinking that rollie for lunch, bro.
Bro.
Eating that rollie for
Stew
lunch.
on the wall and that.
I'm telling you,
Fam.
man. Social media is like it's a facade, bro.
A big facade.
Unless you're like someone like Dutch or like Nines or Huss, people that are getting that proper
Actually
money.
getting money, yeah.
Then when they post something up, you know it's real.
You
it's
know
not
it's
fake.
real, yeah,
because
yeah. They've acquired it through something.
boom, you know where the money's coming from. But if it's some next Donny that's got like 7,000k followers and he's posting up Hackersan, like bro, like how you really living? You know what I mean?
It's like yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like me. I went to SDK just because I
What's
wanted
that? What's
to,
SDK?
It's like a steakhouse thing in Central London.
okay.
Just because I wanted to flex.
Shrey,
I wanted to
lifestyle.
flex. I wanted to flex on Instagram. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie
true.
to you. After that bill, I drank Gary for the rest of that month. I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't even afford Indomie. So that's how you know it was bad. Indomie was too expensive. It was free for £1. Gary's free at home.
You get.
Wow, was it
Yeah, don't do it. Don't
that
make
peak?
the
Was it that
video
peak?
Huh?
Was it that peak?
Oh, bro, I'm just telling you, man, it's not worth it.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, do you know, we got shanked because we were there and the lady was like, oh, what would you like to drink? We were like, oh, what cocktail would you recommend? It was me and Adrian. It was like, oh, she said this cocktail. She brought one. Oh, this thing was delicious, man. We're like, we'll take 2 more. We'll take 2 more.
Did you look at the
We'll
price?
take 2 more. No, this
You
time we're
will
thinking
see.
it's a cocktail. It's only gonna be like £10 max.
This guy.
We'll take 2 more. We'll take 2 more. Anyway, we ended up having like 5 each of that cocktail. Bring the bill now. It was £20 each. So you're telling me I spent that.
Oh.
I spent it. This is without. This is just this is just the drink.
A
This
bill.
isn't even starters, main, dessert. None of that. I already spent a bill on cocktails.
So that's not including food.
That's not
That's
including
just
food.
drinks.
That's just drinks.
Fam, take that service charge off right
Oh,
now.
oh, yeah, and there's still and you can't take service charges off in those places
can't.
because it's included,
Oh my god. Let me work out the percentages, bro. Listen, that's crazy.
bro. And we were even getting, for starters, we were getting lobster tail. We were thinking, yeah, this would be
Bad
good.
day.
This would, bro.
Fam,
Why do you think I was drinking?
my
I was
back-
drinking Gary.
my bank, TSB would have called me up like, yo,
stop.
is everything alright? Yeah, the funds are running kind of low, really, we're like, ready to re-up soon.
It was when they
Next
brought
time,
it, you know when they bring up and you're doing and you bring up the calculator app and you're like, no, there's something. You add it up and you're thinking, it adds up, but you're thinking
No.
You're paying stubborn. You're paying stubborn.
Stubborn.
I'm thinking, she said this is. I said no, let me. I'll do it. I did it the first time. I said it's I showed Adrian, it's correct. I thought no. I must have added.
Maybe it's the alcohol. I don't know. Maybe it's.
Kind of my bar.
I must have added, more than I should have. I must have doubled something that I shouldn't have doubled somewhere. Did it again. It's correct. I said, chai.
You know what? Yeah, I think you need to.
Got any finance plans?
You need to talk to the waiters. Yeah, I'm sure there's waiters that have, I've been working for years, and they serve people and they bring the bill and they their experience. Yeah, they just look at someone's face and they're like, yeah, this
boy
bill.
is not on the-
This
he's not
bill's
gonna
rattled
keep-
him.
Yeah.
This bill's rattled
Stunning.
him. This bill's rattled him. Mad. Listen, how many plates do you think you need to wash for a bill like that?
Oh, bro.
Be there for a month,
I'll
innit?
be there for a long time.
Get a payroll number and that.
Yeah, you're there for a month
I'll be there
still.
for a long time still.
But yeah,
Live within your means, man. Live within your means. Yeah. Hopefully, like to thank our special guest.
Yeah, 100%.
Thank you, Blackman Da
Yeah,
Traveller. Thank
appreciate
you
it,
very
man.
much for
join us.
coming and
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You're always welcome to.
Always, man.
When you go to those places, we'll love to hear all your stories, man. It's
100%.
very interesting,
100%.
especially when I want to live vicariously through you, innit, until I get my British passport, and then I can
can
be
plan
doing
things,
those things
We
yeah.
need
as
the
well.
content. We need
One
the
thing I just
content.
want to say, thank you guys as well, for what you guys are doing.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
keep doing
Love.
what you're doing. Time and consistency, that's the only thing I could say.
Exactly.
And hopefully everyone will prevail, you know what I mean?
100%.
Thank you very much, bro.
Big,
Thank you very much.
One sec, before you start, anything new you want to promote before
So
to look
basically,
out for?
it's like my Instagram is Blackman_DA Da Traveller. My YouTube name is Blackman Da Traveller, and yeah, just those are the only 2 ways to reach me out. And yeah, just check out my stuff.
Cool.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah. Thank you very much for listening to episode 30 of the Nothing New
man.
Podcast.
Boom, boom, boom.
Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye. Thank you very much.
Boom, bow.